Alright, now we're live.
Stop it.
But yeah, I'm having a hard time hearing you, Remy. Did you get a new mic or something?
Uh, yeah, I'm on my phone. Give me 1 second.
Not only a new mic, a whole new computer.
Oh,
Exciting though. I mean, I think it's are fun.
computers are fun.
A lot's happening. A lot's happening.
It sounds a little stressful, but really it's fun.
When the chaos reigns, it pours.
Exactly.
Well, you're new to this, and Remy is chaos, so
Yay!
Yeah, chaos incarnate.
Yay!
Alright. So looks like everyone's here. Well, Karash was going to be scribe this week, but
Sad.
he is no longer.
Hate when life happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
life happens. But sometimes it's for the better. Whatever.
Never know.
You're still coming in really low, Remy. Are you still on your phone?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
He's working on it, Lou.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought you switched over.
Just ignore me until I'm responsible for
You
shit.
keep talking about stuff.
Did you hear something just now?
I hear nothing. Alright, so
No.
Remy, you would be the scribe this week because you'd be next up. Are you okay with that?
Super. Yeah, that's great.
Alright. Chomsky. You
it's
are
next.
our... Yeah, exactly. You are our previous scribe. Uslag, you would be on deck for next week.
So make sure you have something planned.
Yeah, so make sure you miss that game.
Got scurvy.
Yeah. And just get sick or something. Alright, Chomsky, why don't you give us a quick recap?
Quick recap. We were in a room with a melting crystal, and we had to figure out what to do, and the battle that ensued split into kind of 3 different groups all fighting each other, but we ended up deciding to kill the cultists and then repair the crystal, much to the chagrin of I forgot her name. Kailu, yes, much to the chagrin of Kailu. And we finished the battle. I think we finished a short rest, and yeah, that's about where we're at.
Did you short rest?
I believe that's the last thing we did.
Yeah.
Or we were like midway through short resting because I was doing a bunch of identifications.
No, it does say here that you finished a short rest, so you are correct. Alright.
Cool.
So it is the 70th of fall at 11 a.m. I think the group was kind of talking about maybe sending someone to go back to town for help.
We were discussing all of the options.
Yeah,
of
you
what-
were all kind
Infernal
of
crystal.
discussing, what to do next.
We were trying to figure out how to make this crystal safe and not fall into the wrong hands again, I think.
Yeah, and I think you were sort of in the middle of that discussion. Oh, Gao, could you change your name to your character, or is that your character's name? I
Gal?
think it is your character's name, right?
Yeah.
Could you change your picture to your character's picture in the chat drop down?
In the chat drop down.
Underneath the chat, there's like a drop down. So right now it's set to display as your account, which is the same name as your character. There should be a second one of you in that list of Gao that will be your character picture.
Oh, because I already, if we're talking about Discord, I already pushed my
Uh,
character into it.
No, it's roll 20.
Oh, roll 20. That's what I was trying to figure out how to do because it's been so long since I've had to do that.
Yeah, it's underneath the chat area. There's like a drop down, and you can select how you display.
Like
So,
as and then.
yeah, so right now it's displaying as your account, which is just like a purple splotch, because I don't think you have an
Yeah.
account picture. So you can set that to display as your character instead. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
All right,
Okay, because I jumped on the first one that it offered, which was just Gao as opposed to the whole
It
name.
always defaults to your account, so you always.
it's dumb, but it's and the annoying thing is if you ever have to refresh, you have to remember to switch it back because it'll switch you back to your account picture. It's mostly just for the Twitch stream and for later, like if people watch, just to know,
Oh,
who's
no
who.
problem.
But,
I'm glad to fix it.
yeah. So we will probably bring you in a little bit.
Yep.
But yeah, what does the group want to do? What's the plan?
It's a good question.
Uslag would ask, Chomsky, can you shrink it or something?
Ooh. I don't think I have learned that magic yet.
Is there even magic that can do that? I don't even.
I forget what magic let Remy run on water, but he's definitely on top of the water.
That was your ring.
Oh yeah.
Oh, excellent.
You
So,
got the ring of water walking.
Remy is just tip-tapping over the water and playing with water.
All right. The water's
Reliving
not
his
that
favorite
deep.
childhood days.
Oh, excuse me. The water's not that deep, but you can say you're walking on the 3 feet of flooded area over there.
Does it not seem like there is an ingress or an egress in that area? Hey.
It looks like it's a bit sloped. What's your passive perception?
It's not great. It's not great, Bob.
What about
It is 11.
what about? Do you have any knowledge, nature, or survival?
It's not great. You must understand. It's not a smart man.
Yep. I always ask though, just to make you feel bad.
It's okay. I understand. And no, he does not have.
Do you know
nature.
how to read,
No.
Remy? Do you know how to read?
Barely.
No. Alright, sorry. So yeah, Remy is walking around on the water to the south, looking around the area. He has not seen anything so far.
Can you do a perception check? I mean, does it have to be passive? Can I maybe like hit gold?
Yeah, sure, you can roll if you want. I just thought you were running around on the water, so I was giving you a passive check. No, with 14 you don't really see anything. It just looks like a flooded area of the cave.
Well,
Maybe this guy.
Kylu's still here, right?
Yes. Kylie is still standing there. She was kind of waiting Kylu is kind of waiting for the group to figure out what they want to do.
I'm gonna ask her if she thinks it's safe to leave this here. If she thinks the cultists will be back for it.
She says at some point, once they regain some of their numbers, it's probably safe for the moment, but it's still very dangerous to leave it here.
Do we have any ideas on how to move it? Do we know what these runes around the little stone are all about?
She looks and says, I would assume some sort of magic protections. I'm no arcanist, though. What group sent you all here? Don't tell me you just wandered in.
Well,
briefly discussed this last time. What did we end up saying? I think we were being very cagey last time. She was like,
Yeah, I think someone said that someone told her that the government of the town, the city that was about to get destroyed, sent us, but we haven't worked with them at all. So I think someone was like just fibbing.
And I think
I
that's
can't remember
when
who said that
she
to her.
had
Yeah.
recommended that maybe you send for some help from whoever sent you in here, which is
Yeah,
why you were, yeah.
So maybe we need to look back at our notes, but we were literally sent here on a mission to clear out the cultists from the nearby Shatterkai city.
You had obtained.
Oh, it was the city?
No, you
It
had
was the city
obtained.
that sent you? Okay.
You had obtained information through rumors from the local thieves guild that there were cultists here, and then you kind of took it upon yourselves to come wipe them out. No one actually sent you.
They suggested that we do that.
But you
But
are
yeah.
you are working with the Midnight Pyre, and they kind of in general have you fighting against the cultists, and they kind of agreed with your assessment that you should come here. I know it's been a few sessions, so.
And just for clarity, when I joined the group and we went to the city for the first time, it seemed like you guys were avoiding the government, like you didn't want them to know you were here. Is that right? Did I get the right impression? Okay, all right.
Yes.
Or at least that's
we
how
didn't.
it seemed.
Okay.
Well, we didn't want to alert the government in our initial taking over of the fort, because we thought that we would have more influence if we shared it, not with the government, basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Don't entirely know.
That, and I get the impression that Remy and I don't like. Well, I know I don't like the government. I don't know about Remy.
Remy is fine with whoever pays the highest bill.
You would.
So I think, if we believe there is some time that this can be left unattended before the cultists will regroup and return, then I think it may be beneficial for us to return to the city for rest, out of the Shadowfell's influence. I require significant restoration and regeneration before I will be able to aid the group further.
I would agree with you, my little robot friend. However, is there any way that we can, I don't know, collapse the entrance to this room? I would prefer if we could mask it in some way. Yeah.
I like that idea.
It is a very good proposal.
We have a battering ram or sledgehammer or something. Oh.
Well, in any case, I would be happy to stay here. Kailu says I can keep an eye out on this crystal while you're gone, at least for the time being.
You were trying to blow it up before, right?
Seriously.
Says, indeed, I was.
And now you're fine guarding it.
He says, well, you seem to have been able to keep it under control. So I've given up on that, blowing it up for now. She says, I just wanted to make sure the cultists didn't get it. And if you can offer a safe alternative, I'd be happy to go that route.
Well,
if I wanted to destroy the crystal, I could have already.
We are well aware of that. Would have been a poor decision because you'd be dead, but there's some people like that. Do you have any idea of what the cultists were using this crystal for? Are they trying to bring something here, open a portal somewhere, drain the life out of the area?
My understanding was that the town to the south of here, New Haviskard, was going to be targeted by some sort of massive life drain attempt.
I imagine that this one crystal is not enough to do that to the entire town. Do you know of this going on anywhere else?
She She says, no, this crystal would have been the vessel for the soul energy of all those Shadowkai.
Alright. Well,
How long is the travel time to the nearest city?
You asking her or me?
Yes, her.
She says, New Havasgard is only an hour south of here, I thought.
Yeah, we've made that trip a couple times.
You just go down the waterfall and through the forest.
Excellent. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Yes.
What are you casting?
I cast Suggestion, and I cast it on her.
You are asking for trouble.
You
All
keep
right.
using these charisma spells, so these charm spells on this elf. Oh,
Yep.
you got lucky the last time.
I'm
Are
doing it
you
again.
gonna do your spell points, or are you just casting a spell?
Ideally, I'm coming off of the water. I get myself within 30 feet of her from behind, ideally while she's looking in the other direction. And then I will use my verbal and material component. A snake's tongue. I whip it out. Give it a little lick. And then I'm like, and I start whispering over it. And I say, you will keep this safe for us until we return. You will notify us if anything goes wrong. And you will await further instruction.
Alright. There's no way you can hide this cast from her, but she does get a saving throw.
That's fine.
Does the suggestion last longer than the spell duration? Or
8 hours.
Oh, 8 hours. Okay. All right.
DC 17, if I see that she succeeds, I have 1 spell point left that I will use to use.
Well, if she succeeds, we're gonna have to make initiative rolls because she is going to stab you.
I use my
Give me one moment, though.
Hold on, I can use my reaction.
Well, you say
Wait,
that, but all right. Let's see. Was it? You said wisdom save, right?
she gets advantage because she's
It is a wisdom save. However,
Oh, it's wisdom. Okay.
If I see that she succeeds, I can use silvery barbs, and it takes no verbal, somatic, or material because I have 1 spell point left.
All right. So she's not going to go hostile right away because she is going to assume you're not going to try to attack your ally, which is a foolish assumption on her part.
Of course.
she doesn't know Remy too well.
Yeah, I was surprised that this wasn't charisma save. Interesting.
No, charm is a wisdom save. All right. So
DC 17.
22.
So I use my reaction to do silvery barbs, and she must re-roll it 1 time, and I use my last remaining sorcery point, and it takes no material, somatic, or verbal components to do so. And I use my reaction.
Okay, so she gets, or she says to re-roll. Who are you giving advantage to?
Myself.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. All right. Let's get initiative rolls.
Oh gosh.
One moment. Oh, and I should probably put something down so our new friend can see what's going on. Let's see. Oh, this guy's still unconscious, huh? You didn't kill him.
Right. I think we were going to take him with us.
Yeah, he's tied up and unconscious.
Okay.
Initiatives.
Oh, I get advantage. Oh, wait,
Well,
am
I
I?
wish you'd make everything harder, Remy.
Because it is what my character would do.
I've heard that before. All right. Can you see now, Gal?
Yes.
Okay. Just so you kind of have an idea of what's going on. All right. So you cast the spell on her. She gives you a very angry look, and she says, "I warned you." going for knives. Let's do. Oh wait, did I not clear initiative? Oh no, you guys just rolled. Okay, good.
We roll when asked.
Does the exhaust?
You do have advantage, Remy, on this roll because you did your silvery barbs. I don't know if you took that into account.
I wasn't able to give myself advantage. Oh, correct. Thank you.
Does exhaustion affect initiative rolls?
Yes, because those are a.
That's what I thought. That's why I rolled twice. Yeah.
Okay. So, she does not look happy that you did it a second time after she warned you, but she's not the first to act. Remy, you were actually the first to act as you see her going for her blade.
Keep getting lucky.
Yes. Well, I have to be within 30 feet, so hold on. Make sure that I'm within.
Oh yeah, you would have had to been closer to cast the spell.
Alright. And I will put my hands up and I will say, no. I just wanted to guarantee that we would all be in agreement. And I will put my hands up and I will take the dodge action and I will say...
So if you want to try to be persuasive, you can make a persuasion check as an action.
I will. I would say, no. You must understand. I meant you no harm. You must understand that this is a very valuable item and we've just met. I hope that you don't hold it against me.
Alright, so instead of taking the dodge action, you're going to try to persuade her. Alright.
That is correct.
So... Okay, so you say that. She can't react yet because it's not her turn. Professor Chomsky, what are you going to do?
So there would be no point in me trying to persuade her.
I mean, you could try too. You could say something else. If you make a good argument, it could help Remy's argument.
I'm gonna say, please forgive my friend there. His parents dropped him on his head a few times when he was younger. He's a little special. I sincerely apologize. We mean you no harm.
Okay.
Many times.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Okay. Not as persuasive. Arapel, what are you going to do?
This is impossible, this situation. Well, I will move forward a little bit. I think I'm just going to dodge. I don't want to actually engage.
Okay. So for Kailu's turn, she stares daggers at you and says, if I wanted to destroy the fucking crystal, I would have. Now, if you ever try to invade my mind again, I'm going to stick my dagger in your ear. Do you understand me?
Of course.
And she would go non-hostile. So unless anyone else wants to do something hostile, I would end it here.
I was so tempted to use calm emotions, but then if she saved, she might have been even madder because it would be another spell against her, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, well, she puts her dagger away and just gives you the most angry stare she can and says, I will stay here to guard the crystal to make sure the cultists don't get it. But, like I said, if I had wanted to destroy it, I could have already, many times.
Yeah.
How many miles away would you say the town is?
Are you asking who?
You, actually, DM.
What away the town is?
How many miles?
Oh, it's probably less than a mile. It's like right through the woods. It's because you're behind the waterfall right now. So it's maybe 1 mile, if that.
Excellent. I just pop into her head and I say, I'm manipulating. If anything goes wrong, you can just kick to me. Yes.
Thank you, Beans.
I
Gonna
didn't
make
hear
her attack you again.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I'm not manipulating your mind. However, if you do get into the situation where you're in trouble, you can always just think to me. I'm Remy.
She says, very well. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, so you basically establish a telepathic bond with her.
Yeah. Up to 4 miles. Up to 4 miles, and it only lasts
Only
for
a few minutes. Yeah.
11, not 10 minutes. So, bitch, we gotta run. Y'all done a 10-minute mile before? Let's go.
She
Done
says,
it. I can do it again.
She says, what about that one? The one that you let live?
Oh yeah.
We're bringing him with us.
Yeah.
Unless you want him here to help you, but...
I bet he's got...
I would have just killed him, but apparently you all want to do something with him. Maybe turn him into the government for questioning. I don't know.
We'll let Remy do what he does.
Is he currently an item? Is he a corpse?
No, he's not a corpse.
Never mind.
He's just unconscious.
We have him tied up as well. Well, let us begin the journey.
Head back to the town.
So, Uslag, I assume you're carrying him.
Yeah.
Your ally, Xylia, says, I'll help, sister.
Thanks, Ilia.
Unfortunately, the damage I have sustained has impeded my movement. I will take more time to travel than usual.
Yeah, you're at half speed, right?
Yeah.
Are you too heavy for Carl?
Oh, that's just what
Probably.
I was going to ask.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what Carl can carry.
Yeah, so you'll be a little bit slowed, but most likely you will run out of your telepathic bond before you get to the town, but nothing can really be done about that.
Well, she gets in trouble in the next 11 minutes.
Remy just checks in every minute or so and goes, "It's Remy. How are you?"
She's probably really pissed at this point. Just really annoyed.
The telepathy doesn't seem to bother her as much.
Okay.
She would probably just politely answer you if you check in on her.
Well, wait, she had used the wording "if you invade my head again" or something like that, and I was like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
which is like,
most likely. I mean, you would probably assume she meant like cast spells and try to charm her.
The whole time he's like trying to just like, yes, no, learn a little bit more about myself. I'm so sorry. I did not really mean. And he just like rambles on like mentally as we're all walking, like just to her, just like, I do apologize. I was raised this way.
Give me a persuasion check.
Fuck yeah. Remy's Narnar, baby.
So she would just answer you with, if as long as you do not try to do it again, you can be forgiven.
I would never.
I will not warn you a third time, she says.
Oh, I would not expect it.
Alright, so you come out the waterfall, and your ally, you see, is kind of at the bottom of the stones. She looks up and says, friends, you're all right. Thank the gods. She says, I was worried. What happened?
Shadows and cultists. Yay. Did you see any people come out?
Hang on a sec. Where was her picture? Oh, Shara, that's right. She says, people. What do you mean?
There were some prisoners that we released. I don't know if we...
Oh, right. You would have found them dead. They were killed when the smoke came through. They were dead in the library.
Never mind, Shara.
Sorry, I completely blanked on them. Yeah, so unfortunately they were inside when the darkness spread through the place and it drained them. She says,
So
did you find out what the all that miasma was?
I'll let one of the magic people explain that. It was
It
magic.
seems the cultists were using crystals for some sort of ritual, life draining ritual, in the local town. But we were able to stop that and stabilize these crystals in there. So,
Is everyone all right?
well, not the cultists, but
She kind of.
and we're kind of beat up. We might need a few days rest.
Well, I'm just glad you're all okay. I'm assuming you're heading back to town now.
I believe that's the plan.
All right, I'll come with you. There's no point in me staying here, right?
Well, I mean, could I look to the party? Could Kailu maybe use some help?
Who?
I'm not quite so sure she may need help. However, if you don't mind watching her, I'm not fully convinced she's on our side. There is one below. Stay in the shadows, see what she does.
Silas as well. She's lied to us once already. You know, as
I
much as
know.
she complains about you attacking her mind, if she would have been honest with us.
You didn't know that, did you?
I mean,
What do you mean she
kind
didn't know
of
that?
made a big deal out of it.
Maybe you did.
She complained about you attacking her mind in front of everyone.
Yes,
She had
maybe.
that big outburst, remember?
I don't, but I'm here nor there.
You know, where she threatened to stab you in the ear.
These things are daily. I cannot count them all.
Alright. Well, anyway, she says, yeah, I don't trust her either. But I don't know if, she says, if we leave Shara here, I mean, Shara could just get killed if she decides to turn on her.
Don't let her see you. Do you not know spying?
Not everyone.
Kylie seemed like a pretty good, pretty perceptive spy herself.
Agreed.
Well, it's up to Shara, but
Shara says, so there's someone in the cave there that is, that you want me to spy on? Is that what you're saying?
that wasn't my original thought. But
What if we go back in and invite Kylie to join us back to the town, and we can introduce her to the Midnight Fire. They might.
Well, wasn't the
It
whole
might be
point of, Xylee says, wasn't the whole point of her staying there to guard the crystal?
If the cultists come back in strength, what is she gonna do? Destroy the crystal?
We have
not.
about, what, if we do it as quickly as we can, 2 hours, 2.5 hours? Why don't we collapse the front of the cave? And then she can't leave.
And then how do we get back in?
can't. Oh.
We open it ourselves.
Do you have a cave closing and opening spell, Xylia says?
I can move objects up to 1,000 pounds at my whim.
She shrugs
We
as
have
well.
druids. Got Shara.
She says, well,
I'd rather not lock her in there. If we're gonna close the front of the cave, she should come with us. That way we can keep our eye on her.
I agree. Oh,
And-
you mean
Kylie, yeah. Sorry.
Yes, I think I may have pissed her off a bit already.
you think, Xylia says.
Maybe.
Locking her in a cave definitely won't make her our friend.
Alright, so what's the plan? You gonna go back in and talk to her again?
Nah, let's just go. Fuck it. If she betrays us, she betrays us.
Sounds good to me.
We'll just act quick.
Alright, so you quickly head into the forest, returning to town.
Remy continues to check in. Remy continues to check in mentally. Hey, how you doing?
So that would only last for a little while longer, and then it would poof out. But you would get back to town around 12 in the afternoon. So you are back in New Havisgard. How are you getting in?
Oh, right. We have our don't have our disguises, but we were given. We were
secret
shown.
passageway, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were shown and I marked it on a map.
Yes, you do have a secret way of getting into town now. So you're going through the secret way?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you go into the mountains, down into the underground caves that lead you into the Shadow Market. When you get back to the, the inn area down there, you would see Sybil is there, speaking with someone you don't recognize. Gal, what do you look like?
I look like I had my mic on mute.
Happens to the best of us.
Roughly 6 foot tall, orc, green skin, curved tusks, black hair, and he's wearing mutton chops, and he's wearing half plate.
Awesome.
Yeah, mutton chops.
So Sybil turns as you all are heading over and says, speak of the devils. And so they appear. Uslag, what would you look like to him?
Uslag is human. She has kind of dark braided hair, kind of bluish gray eyes. She's really strong looking, wearing like furs and leathers, and has just bristling with weapons. She's got a magical looking javelin. She's got some mundane looking javelins. She's got a big great sword that's really, really shiny. Seems kind of cold. And yeah, she's looking pretty tough.
Alright, what about Professor Chomsky?
I'm a short, older gnome. I'm wearing half-plate armor, and I'm carrying a little hand crossbow along with a shield. Underneath or around my armor, I'm wearing old tattered clothes with too many pockets and a bunch of random papers and stuff stuffed into those pockets.
Gal, do you have history or nature or arcana proficiency?
No.
Okay. I figured I would just check. Alright, what about Remy? What would you look like to Gal?
Remy stands a gaunt 6 feet tall, blonde hair, wild eyes. He has grease around the top and bottom of his eyes like mascara, but much more crude, giving him a sallow look. He has a red and black tunic and hat, a jester's hat it seems, but at the end of what each tendril would be where the bell is, the jingly part has been removed, so it makes no sound when he moves his head, and he stares at you silently, and you may hear a bit of breathing at the back of your mind.
And what about Arapel?
Arapel is a construct. He's mostly brass and wood. He's roughly the size of an adult gnome, so he's only like 3 feet tall. And he's got eyes that are just slightly illuminated, and they shift in color. They go from like a pale yellow to pale green to pale blue, and then back to yellow and start over again. He's got an emblem etched on his upper chest. It looks like an open book. And he's got a shield that's like attached to his left forearm. No weapons are visible. and there's a little like square with hinges on like his chest on his center mass.
So Sybil would say, quite the odd group, aren't they?
Yes. Are they
I believe
capable?
we're actually an even group because there's only 4 of us right now.
Sorry, what?
I believe we're actually an even group because there's 4 of us right now.
Did you actually say that?
Of course.
Sybil curls his lip in a half smile and says, they can be. But they do sometimes talk too much. Go ahead.
Would I recognize Gals as a creature of Gaian, of not of this realm, of this plane?
So, do you have nature?
No.
Well, you recognize him probably as a orc or maybe a half orc. It's hard to tell, but you don't know too much about those races. He doesn't look native to the Shadowfell, as his features are more colored than most. Most beings of the Shadowfell are very pale.
We're gonna stumble our way through this entire adventure.
So he says, wait, did you change your name with him yet? I think he still knows you as the old name, right?
Yeah, we haven't.
What was your old name?
Foxgloves.
Foxgloves, right. He says, these are the Foxgloves I was telling you about. They are the ones who control the fortress where your tribe member may be imprisoned. Gao here is looking for... he as well, I believe, is someone from the Prime Material Plane originally, and he was looking to free one of his tribe. Apparently he's a good friend of... what's her name? A good friend of Amira, which was kind of surprising. I didn't think Amira had that many friends. Amira was the rogue in the Thieves Guild.
Just going to ask.
Member of the Silent Circle.
Yes.
Just to remind you. So I told him that he should speak with all of you, as he was looking to book passage back to the fort. And if he was going to do that, and his friend was imprisoned here, he'd have to speak with the barbarians anyway.
Doesn't, but yes, please.
So,
well, what do you have to offer? Why should we take you upon us?
I can work with non-thieves as well as thieves, so if you need an interloper interactor, I can do that. I don't have much, but I'm trying to... My cousin Choath might be the last of my tribe. I thought we were all gone, and then I heard rumors he might be there. Then I heard rumors you might be able to get me in there.
Do you have any symbols of your tribe or markings on you?
Just raven symbols.
Okay, but nothing of your actual tribe that
nope.
you're with? Right.
Nope.
Upon the heartstrings you play, I value coin, personally. I do not speak for the group, but...
quick question. Uslag, what about you? Do you have any symbols identifying your tribe on you? Like tattoos or markings?
Well, her old axe that would still kind of be, like, I guess, slung on her back would have kind of the symbol of a wolf and a sun on it. The sun tooth.
Gao, what's your passive perception?
Looking for it now. Oh, it'd basically be 10.
10. All right. So you might actually give me an intelligence check. You might recognize that symbol, being that you're both from barbarian clans.
It's been a while since I've used Roll20 specifically. Only I've been, so I'm a little off.
No
and
worries.
I was trying to get the intelligence to work, but there's no bonus to my intelligence, so that 11 is.
So if you
great.
click on intelligence, it usually like just straight click on intelligence on your sheet. It should make a roll.
Oh, I was clicking on everything but the little tiny words. But yeah. That 11 is going to be it because he has 0 bonus.
So the symbol on Uslog's axe would look very familiar to you. You think it is some kind of barbarian tribe symbol, possibly from. You can't put your finger on the name of the clan, but it does look very familiar to you.
You're not from Shadowfell. I could tell by the skin, but he looks at Uslog and says, "Do you know of the Talasha clan? Talashia?"
Give me an intelligence check, or if you have nature, you can use that.
I do have nature.
Okay. You do, in fact. What would she know about your clan?
That it was a marauding clan that suddenly disappeared quite a few years ago. Everyone disappeared.
Uslog would, she would in Orcish. She would say, "I know that your clan, they disappeared."
Back in Orcish, yes, we were being overwhelmed, and we gave our service to the Raven Queen's agents to get us out of there, and they brought us here.
It's been a while since I've spoken Orcish. Sorry about my accent.
Xylia looks to you and says, what is he saying?
Oh, we were just talking about information on our tribe. I was greeting him.
She nods. And says,
How long have you passed in this plane? Looking towards Gal.
What?
How long have you been in the Shadowfell? You came here to find your uncle, or have been here longer?
Longer. The only one left besides me that I know of my tribe in the Shadowfell is my cousin. That's
cousin, sorry.
And that's a rumor. So I'm hoping the rumor is true.
Well, we do have a lot of barbarians in the Shadowfell right now, but I don't remember any of them being an orc.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing anybody as ugly as you.
Xylia says, Chomsky. That's rude.
Sorry, forgive my manners, or lack thereof.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Well, Xylia says, in any case, what brought you to the Shadowfell exactly?
To Gal?
Yeah, she asks you. Is your character ugly looking?
I don't know.
That is
Well, no. But for humans to an orc, it's like kind of like I don't want to say it's racist, but I mean, how are we supposed to appreciate the good qualities of an orc?
I mean, if we want to go into the theory behind it, orcs were created to be the most bestial of the fantasy creatures at first, and elves are supposed to be the most beatific, so for a human, most likely orcs are ugly, but he's got a long face, large nose, tusks that curve in, so if you want to call him ugly, he's ugly in your eyes. He doesn't care.
That's fair.
Hey, no shade, no tea to the player. Just
No, your
play the
character
game.
is playing the character, yeah.
Cool.
So, and I'm going with theoretically, orcs are supposed to be ugly.
He's a smart orc.
Average intelligence.
So yes,
Better than Remy.
what exactly did your? I guess it just seems strange to me. She says, "I was surprised that the Sunfang were in the Shadowfell. What brought your clan here?"
A shadow gate at.
No, she's not asking Cal.
Oh, sorry.
Contract with the Raven Queen.
You serve the Raven Queen then?
Yes, and he points to the shield that's on his arm right now.
Okay.
Oh, do you have a marking of the Raven Queen on it?
It's a stylized raven on the shield, so it wouldn't have been easily unless somebody goes, "Oh, yeah, that is a raven."
All right. So yeah, now that he points that out, you can kind of see it, like the stylized symbol. Xylia says, "So you and your clan came here to serve the Raven Queen?"
Yes.
Ah, huh. Interesting. Well, I don't want to speak too much for the group, but we are here to, wait, why am I echoing? Gao, I think I'm echoing off you.
What do I need to do?
It might just be the mic sensitivity, or else you might just need to do push to talk. Push to talk's the easy way to fix it, but yeah, maybe just mic sensitivity might be too high. I just hear myself; it's picking up my sound. But she would say, "Well, we have a couple of problems now. We have the crystal to think about, and I guess now we have to figure out what we're going to do with if we're going to help Gao or not." And she just kind of shrugs and looks to the group.
Gal, I have a proposal for you. You seem to be, forgive me, I am human after all, big and brutish. We have need for you, and afterwards we will assist you. After all, we kind of own the fort that you desire to go to.
If that's the payment I must make, then I'm willing to. I just hope he's still there or still alive.
Excellent. So it's set. You come with us, and we will seek out what you need after.
Yeah.
Civil says, "So I'm guessing the excursion to that cave went well?"
It went. Well is relative, but we definitely cleared out the cultists from that area. It seems they were trying to do something to destroy this town.
Destroy the town?
We were able to stop them.
Of all of the citizens.
He gets a little bit more serious and says, "Tell me everything that happened."
You must know, we are on a bit of a time crunch. I don't trust the Shadow Kai that we left. You may want to send reinforcements.
And we're going to need some help transporting a crystal. So we're safe.
Also, we're like toting along a tied unconscious prisoner still.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we have some answers as well. This one. I just dropped him like a sack of potatoes.
So
I forgot she was carrying him.
You would notice now that Uslog steps forward that they have knocked out a fairly, I don't want to say attractive, but fairly handsome looking either half orc or orc that they've tied up. And he does still seem to be unconscious. Sybil says, "Oh, you made a friend. Who's this?"
Friend is one word.
Gal looks at him.
Unfortunately, in the employ of the cultists, doesn't seem that loyal, but I don't know.
Gal takes a quick look at him. Nope, not him.
That's not the guy. So is he an enemy, or what do you want me to do with him?
He was employed by the cultists, so he may have no loyalty to them, but we hope he might have information, perhaps their logistics, their operations, their hideouts.
So, possible enemy with information that could be of use. I see. Yes, I can get him sorted. Sorry,
but
what?
you must understand, we are on a very limited time frame. You must send reinforcements.
Says yes. You mentioned a crystal. Could you elaborate? What do you need the reinforcements for?
Well, I believe the cultists were preparing to drain the life from this town and use that energy to power this crystal for,
So
I assume, cultist reasons.
He thinks for a moment, his eyes widening a bit, and he says, "Are you talking about a soul crystal?"
Yeah, a really big one.
Yeah, biggest I've ever seen.
All right. Yes, that does sound serious.
We believe it would. Sorry.
Let me grab some of my colleagues, and I will send them with you. How big is this soul crystal?
It's like,
wasn't it like 12 feet or something? What did you say?
It's 15
It is more than 1,000 pounds. We know that.
It's going to be difficult to transport. I'm not sure if you have any ideas of things we could do with it besides that, besides transport it. I suspect if we tried to destroy it in the cave, everything within a couple mile radius would be destroyed as well.
Unless we can contain the explosions.
He looks at you, Chomsky, and says, "What makes you think that?"
Somebody else we met in the caves who was trying to destroy it and told us that it would probably destroy everything in a few mile radius.
Sounds like there's quite a story you have to tell. But as you said, time may be of the essence. Let me see if I can find our Arcanist for you. One moment.
Before you go,
Yes.
Before you go, I must say, the one who we left guarding it is untrustworthy at best. At worst, she is an enemy. Be careful.
Who is this?
But perhaps perhaps even if an enemy, it's an additional faction, as she is no friend of the cultists.
Correct.
So who is she?
Some void walker, shadow walker.
Yes, she is working for the Chaos Lords, the Void Walkers. The child, I believe, is what she called them.
None of that means much to me. As I said, let me see who's here to help. I believe I know who could be of assistance, and he's going to take off. So while he's gone, do you want to do anything, or are you just going to wait for him to get back?
Did he take the prisoner, or do we still have him?
No, not yet. The prisoner is way too. I mean, he's like a scrawny elf, like scout. I mean, I guess you could maybe drag him down the hallway, but yeah, no, he's leaving him there for now. Luckily,
why would you put?
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, he's most likely going to get someone to take him. You would assume. So he probably comes back about 5 minutes later with someone who I don't think you've seen before. He is a Shatter Kai with strikingly bright red hair and blue eyes. He says, "Friends, this is Kinrith. He is a talented arcanist working with the Midnight Spire." Kinrith would give you a slight nod and a smile. He says, I believe that he should be able to help you handle this soul crystal. Kinrith says, hopefully. You said it was several tons?
Correct. I believe, I don't know its exact density and wasn't able to get a precise measurement of its dimensions.
At least 1,000 pounds.
So half a ton. No, it's not as big. Yes, I think I can help. Lead the way. And you see Civil kind of getting the orc and pulling him away a little. I'll say Civil had some guards come with him, and they're moving the orc prisoner.
Oh,
Are these
not me. Good.
No, not you. The other
city
orc
guards?
prisoner.
Are these city guards, or are
these are Midnight Pyre people? The city
Midnight
guards.
Pyre.
The city guards would never be down here because this is kind of an illegal, underground market area.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm still learning all these people that the group has met before I joined.
Like sessions since we were here. I was like,
yeah.
Well, yeah, like we met the Civil guy before, but I actually didn't catch the Midnight Pyre name before, so trying to store that away.
that's the name of the organization the group is working with, who seem to be enemies of the followers of Shadow, the cult.
Okay.
So Kinrith kind of follows you. I assume you're leading him out and back to the...
What green eyes you have?
You say to him?
Oh, yeah.
He says, well, I always consider the more bluish tint, but I suppose one could say they're green. So tell me more of this crystal and what happened. And also you said there was I was told there was some sort of possible enemy there, a woman.
possible with a slightly in-line goal at the moment, I guess, to keep this crystal away from the cultists.
I see. So
this woman was dishonest with us on a couple occasions, and additionally was willing to sacrifice the lives of everyone in this city to destroy the crystal. Her goal was to thwart the cultists, so in that way our aims align. However, we do not know the rest of her incentives or goals.
She was working for the Void Walkers, the Chaos Lords, and the Child. I am not sure what that means. I don't know if you have any insight to that. But yes, it seems the cultists were using the crystal, or planning to use the crystal to drain the city of life.
She had the ability to summon void portals and bring creatures through.
Yeah.
This is a draining ritual. We haven't seen a draining ritual since the days of Gaivok, many, many centuries ago. Are you certain this is what they plan to do?
Not the slightest bit. I'm just going off of information we've been able to piece together.
It would make sense.
It's good you stopped them. You could have possibly saved everyone within the city from a horrible death, including myself.
You're welcome.
Stabilized the crystal. It's pretty amazing. An airplane too.
He looks curiously at Chomsky now and says, "How were you able to stabilize the crystal?"
Just a little bit of some magic that I learned in my travels.
A little trick of the trade.
He eyes you very curiously. Give me a... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do not worry about him. Worry about the value of your own life. What do you value your own life at, since we did say this?
So that's an odd question. What does anyone value their own life? I mean, I'm happy to...
I would say mine is quite high. Many gold. Many gold.
Are you trying to extort money from me?
No, of course not. I'm just having you think about possibilities, eventualities. You know.
Nods. He says, Chomsky, give me a... I don't even know what skill it would be. Maybe persuasion check. As well, don't get me wrong, I am grateful that you were able to save myself and the town, and I imagine your own lives as well, as a discharge of energy from the crystal would have instantly killed any living things near it.
Oh no, we had an exit. It would have just been you and your friend.
He arches his eyebrow and says, "What was your exit?"
Wouldn't you like to know?
Of course, that's why I asked.
And that is why I responded with a question.
Says, well, in any case, back to Professor Chomsky, you said your name was?
Yes. During my travels, some of the cultists had captured me and enslaved me, and while I was enslaved, they put me to work, and so I picked up some of the technologies of the region and learned how to work with them.
I think that would be a deception check, wouldn't it?
That's what we've been going with.
Yeah, give me a deception check. He says, well, they put you to work on soul crystals?
There are workshops, various things around. When they needed things made, they saw that I was rather proficient.
This is
With
require
various tools.
extremely high proficiency in necromantic knowledge to do any type of even basic work on a soul crystal.
Yeah. I am an old gnome. I have traveled the land quite a bit, so I have
He is a
had my
professor.
fair share of experiences.
He looks at you very curiously, but lets it go for now. So you all come back up behind the waterfall, this massive waterfall kind of flowing down from the mountains. There is a small grouping of rocks that you can climb up to get behind the waterfall, for those of you who have not been here. And you would see several large caves, along with a bunch of kind of grayish looking moss that looks like it may have been drained of its energy recently because it's all kind of dead and withered. But none of you, well, I guess Gao, you're the only really, only new here. You don't have any Arcana knowledge. So you lead him to the cave area. Where is it? When you get there, it seems that Kailu is missing, but the crystal is still here.
Can I use one of the?
So you can see, right, Gal, from your token?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah, you come to this large cave area, in the center of which there is a huge crystal surrounded by all these strange-looking arcane markings.
Which one of these dead people was the one that you left in charge?
Oh,
She's
not one of them.
Can I expend a use of my gem of seeing?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and link it.
To see if there is. I don't know if I have a link for it.
Come on, Jim.
Oh, and you notice that the shadow fissures have faded away at this point. There's no more swirling energy in the cave like there was before. Okay, so you expend a charge looking around, but you don't see anything invisible in the cave. You would notice that there is a strange marking on the gem that would appear to have been invisible, but now with your true sight gem you can see it.
Oh, shoot. Do I know what that marking is? I recognize it.
Give me an Arcana check with disadvantage.
I am going to use one of my many GM inspirations.
Okay, so that would be a
to
wash.
Wash that out.
Yep.
Arcana check, you say.
Oh, wow.
Get it.
So the marking looks would look familiar to you. If you remember correctly from your studies, you believe this is some kind of divination marker, but you don't know exactly what it does. And you aren't sure if this was on the crystal before. Did you use True Seeing before?
I did not.
Okay, so it could have been. It's hard to say because you, as I said, you hadn't used the True Seeing gem before, but you definitely see it now. It looks like it's hidden. This type of mark might be useful for someone who wanted to scry the crystal, or possibly even use divination to connect with the crystal somehow.
What are you?
I turn to the party and say, there's an invisible marking on this crystal. I suspect somebody's trying to either connect to it using some sort of divination magic or scrying to it.
So
Can you disable it?
Kinrith walks up and he begins to chant as he casts or starts to cast a spell. You would see his eyes glow for a moment. He says, Ah, yes, I see what you're talking about. It's hard to say how long this has been on here.
Our friend may be using this as a location, or they're trying to transport it somewhere.
This is the friend but not a friend that you spoke of?
Yes, the one. I think Remy's best friends, or closest to being friends with her.
Oh,
I
yes.
see.
Most intimate.
So he taps his chin a moment as if thinking.
Did you talk to one of these guys beforehand?
I
These
think we
dead
talked
guys?
to most of them.
Okay. You don't need me to ask them anything.
Well, most of these are monsters.
Can you speak with the dead?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do it if you don't need to.
Kinrith shrugs. He says, well, I was just curious.
It's great for finding out information when hunting enemies.
I do.
Maybe we should step away from this for a moment if we're going to talk.
The mage that was performing the ritual did escape, so it's possible these others would not have information we seek anyway.
Too bad.
So Kinrith seems a bit distracted. He's looking very intently at the crystal as if he's thinking about something. He's not really paying attention to the group right now.
Do people know what the runes are around the... I mean, could I... Let me figure out a best way of asking this.
Just remember, anything we say or do may be watched by whatever put this symbol on the crystal.
Do you think it was that girl? The Shadow Kai woman?
Honestly, it seems more probable that it was the cultist in hopes to come back to this area and this crystal.
Oh, yeah.
Or they use it as like a watching waypoint to see where it goes if it gets moved.
It would be very logical and smart.
Remy would walk up and just I imagine you're probably like examining the script. Is there like writing or text or anything that looks like a language?
I believe it's just an arcane symbol, a magic symbol to possibly allow somebody to observe the area around.
Yes, runes are often used to hold power. They don't always convey meaning. Kirith says.
Gal goes over and starts reading the stuff below the crystal, all the runes down there, see if there's anything special about them or not.
So you can make an untrained Arcana check because you are a warlock, so you might have some knowledge here.
Eyes of the Rune Keeper.
Oh, what's that do? Give me
you can read all writing.
So give me a link for the power. If you click on the word bubble, it should put it in chat.
Trying to get my character sheet large enough to be able to grab things. I had to shrink it so I could see the field.
No worries. Yeah, the different powers should have like little speech bubbles, and you can click on those to link them in chat. Okay, so just read all writing. Give me an Arcana check. Oof. Alright, well, so you look closely at these symbols. Strangely enough, you're not getting much in the way of meaning from them, which would make you think that these are possibly meant just to channel energy, not necessarily to be written. Because you know that certain magical rituals require like tracing of symbols and shapes, and you think these are more like symbols and shapes of magic than actual writing.
Excellent. And he's going to wander away from there.
So you see Kinrith sort of motion to Noam Chomsky to come over.
I will scoot over by him.
Looks at you curiously, and he says, kind of quietly so no one else can hear, does anyone have a passive perception of 17 or over?
I could only crash.
I do.
Oh, do you? Awesome.
So
yes,
you can hear your own whispers, or his own whispers, but no, he whispers to you. He says, "Are you sure you didn't put this marking here?" And he gives you a bit of a look.
I look oddly back at him and say, I think I know what I do.
He says, "No one just knows the energies of soul crystals. It's not something that can be suddenly learned."
I definitely did not put that marking there. I am positive of that.
And he kind of studies you for a moment and says, well, I think we might be able to remove it, but I'm going to need your help.
Woohoo, bring it on.
He says, I don't know what this will do, so I'm hoping it will just remove the symbol, but there's a lot of chaos energies that I'm sensing entwined in this. Give me a hand with this, and you would have to make an Arcana check. Oh. Well.
Wow.
So
that's 1 in 400.
You and him sort of start to channel energy through the crystal, and you are actually able to dispel this rune pretty easily. He once again looks at you and whispers, "You're definitely not telling me something."
Oh, if you want
What
to
you
hear
guys
my
doing?
whole life story, it would probably take about 400 years to tell. So, of course, I'm not telling you things.
And he just gives you a bit of a look. Well, I think that should at least make it a little bit easier to move this. And hopefully, if anything was watching, it should have disrupted the scrying energies. He reaches into his bag, pulling out a small, looks like piece of cloth, which he begins to unfold. The cloth turns into a massive hole.
And if this is safe to put into this hole,
Which currently is empty.
portal. I assume that's a dimensional portal there.
He says,
Big
yes,
one.
it is. And he kind of motions for Gao, Uslag, and what's her name?
Carl.
Area.
Xylia, and I guess Carl too. He says, we're going to need to lift it and move it into the hole very carefully.
Alright. I suppose we're up.
Actually, does Gao look strong?
Nah.
Okay, never mind. He probably wouldn't call Gao then. So he, I guess he would just get Uslag and Xylia.
Carl.
I'll use my mage hand to help out with 30 pounds of it.
Yeah, I thought it was like 5 pounds.
Maybe. Probably.
All right,
But nevertheless.
Uslag, give me a strength check.
Currently exhausted at the moment, so.
Oh, are you? Oh, this is gonna be great.
Can I cast Bless on Uslag, Carl, and
You mean
Xylia? Are those
guidance?
the three? Oh, does
I
Bless
cast
not help?
guidance.
No, bless is only for combat.
Oh.
I will
Gotcha.
throw
Okay.
guidance on Uslag.
Alright.
If I'm allowed to.
Yeah, sure. Let me grab Uslag, or let me grab Xylia's sheet so I can roll for her.
Oh,
Okay.
that was a save, sorry. That was a save. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So,
And-
strength. Alright, so you guys get D4s each. Do we have 2 guidances? Or just one?
Am I allowed to do that? I thought I would only be allowed to do guidance once on Uslag.
Alright, so you, with a 13 and 12, you begin very slowly and carefully starting to, like, inch the crystal. You would notice as you move it, there are small, like, what would it be, like, shifts of energy that start to leak out the bottom of it, as small cracks begin to appear.
Ooh, Chomsky, you might want to do some
Is there enough room for me to crawl under there and start doing my magic?
Yeah, sure. If you want to try to repair it, go ahead and give me an Arcana check. Careful,
Wait.
you two.
Please don't drop this on me. That would hurt really bad.
Yes, it would also kill all of us. But yes, please be more careful in moving it. Give me 2 more strength checks. Xylia says, why don't you go over and do this? Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Well,
It would've been
Uslag
good,
got a
but it's
6. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
So you're faltering a bit, Uslag, but luckily...
Would she have been guided again?
She could have, sure. Give me a D4 roll.
Yeah.
Oh, well, 10. There you go. So yeah, you're faltering a little bit, Uslag. Luckily, Xylia is kind of picking up the slack, moving the crystal over, and I need 1 more set of rolls.
Guidance.
Nothing broke that time.
Ruh-roh.
Oh my
not a
goodness.
I
save.
don't think a D4 is going to help with that.
Alright, so you, luckily Xylia is keeping it steady Uslag is
I should've
panting
made-
and having this
Yeah.
terrible time moving this thing. She looks like she could use a nap.
Yeah, I've got, like
Carl, go help out Uslag.
my wounds are like
So-
half healed and reopening. I've got like withered, like
As you're moving this into position, the edge of it scrapes the floor here. And there is a... Wait. Sorry, one moment. Okay, good. There we go. So as you're moving it, the edge of it kind of scrapes the floor as you're putting it into the hole. And there is an explosion of necrotic energy as you see a swirling miasma start to appear in this area, which then begins to take form. Yeah.
Roll 20 reset on me, so I have a black screen. Gao has a black screen.
How about now? If it's still black, you could try to do a refresh. That usually fixes it, although you probably have to fix your token again.
Already did once.
Still nothing?
I'm loading again.
Okay. The other thing you could do if it's still not giving you anything is just pull your token out again and see if that fixes it.
It's all black. Switching tokens.
Oh, well, also, are you in the area over here?
Over where?
Hang on one moment, because you might be on a different part of the map. Can you see now?
Oh, yeah, no, the map shifted, I guess, on me. Yes, I was put in the top left. Sorry about that.
No, no worries. So yeah, there is an explosion of miasma that begins to coalesce into a strange-looking creature.
No,
Oh.
no,
Oh,
no,
no.
no,
I
no.
need initiative rolls.
Oh my goodness.
Fuckity fuck fuck.
fight a dragon or something.
Well, this is about to go good.
This does indeed look like some kind of dragon.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Fuckity fuckity fuck fuck fuck. Yeah, Remy, big money, baby.
So Kinrith goes, "Oh gods," and he's looking at the crystal, which is now leaking a bunch of miasma everywhere. He says, "Chomsky, quick, stop it! Fix the crystal." So the first person to act, as this is all happening.
I don't think Gal's initiative went on the board.
Oh,
There.
Gal.
I just now got it. I'm last.
Make sure your token is highlighted, or else it won't record it. So you have to highlight your token, then click initiative.
Okay.
And you have to make sure you don't have a
There you
torch
go.
or something highlighted with you.
Oh, that's another 4. All right, I guess it was meant to be.
But it looks like you rolled like an 11 first.
Well, we take the one when the token is actually selected.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm going to get with that, whatever I get.
All right. So Remy, you see this strange-looking, large, shadowy creature coalesce in front of you. It looks like this.
Hmm.
Oh, a young red shadow dragon? Lovely. I am out of spell slots. That's great. That's great.
I was gonna ask you, Remy.
No, I am tap tippity tap, yo.
So what are you gonna do? It definitely does not look friendly.
I got that much. That's for sure. Quail. Remy's gonna do what he does best, and he's gonna biggity blast, yo. He is going to immediately be like,
Why me? Why me? And then just unleash 3 Eldritch Blasties.
Okay. So
Uno,
go ahead and link
dos,
the spell,
tres.
please. The description. So Remy begins to chant, summoning eldritch energy as it coalesces around his hands, sending out 3 blasts. So yeah, go ahead and link the spell description first.
For Eldritch Blast?
Yes. Always spell description first. So you could probably just click on the description.
Never had to do that for Eldritch Blast, but okie-dokie.
Yeah. So you let loose the 3 blasts. The 18 would strike it once, as the other 2 just dissipate off its armor, as it lets out a roar. 8 force damage. Okay.
Hold on. Not finished. And 4 Genie's Wrath Thunder damage.
Thunder damage. Okay.
And then he is going to straight up be like, yo, B, I'm out. And it's going to move 30 feet backwards.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
Uslog. Oh, and I forgot. You have... What's her name with you?
Xylia.
Xylia. So I'll bring her out too.
Okay, is this thing on the ground right now, or is it in the...
It's on the ground. It just coalesced seemingly from nowhere.
Means I can hit it. Okay. I will try to get over and out of this shadow stuff. I don't think I want to be on this shadowy thing. Get... here. Actually, no, I'll go here. Okay, there. And I will... Well, does that give me flank there?
Yeah. Well, probably not yet, though. No, probably not yet.
Okay.
You need someone directly across from you.
Yeah, I had, let's see, I was...
Alright, so you circle around the dragon, getting into position.
Yeah,
that would give you flank, yes.
Okay. And I will rage.
Okay.
And I will hit it really hard.
15 becomes a 17. No, that would just miss it as it kind of spins around and kind of parries the attack with its claw roaring at you.
Damn.
18 AC, y'all. 18 AC.
This time I will aim for its soft underbelly.
Alright, so you swing around and 28 would hit, slicing it for 20 points of damage.
Okay.
Letting out...
Got the underbelly.
It lets out an angry roar. Anything else?
No. Just grit my teeth and prepare myself.
Alright, so... the dragon is going to check its sheet for a moment.
It pulls a little sheet out of its pocket, unfolds it, and peruses it.
It's important to take
So it looks like it's about to go for Uslog, but it's going to turn around, breathing in as a bunch of shadowy energy coalesces in its mouth, and it lets out a breath weapon attack to the south. A 30-foot cone of necrotic energy. I believe it's con saves, but let me double check. Oh, no, it's a dex save. Okay. I need dex saves, DC 18 from the 2 of you.
I'm assuming that is me.
Yep. You and,
Carl?
wow.
Oh! I'm getting lucky tonight.
Alright. So you made it. Or wait, is Carl in that too? Where's Carl? Oh yeah, Carl's there too, huh? He's under you. So yeah, Carl would make it. So unfortunately, Gao, you did not make it. So, so you either take 66 necrotic or 33 necrotic.
That hurt.
Ouch.
As you are engulfed in a very nasty necrotic energy breath. Luckily, the crystal seems unaffected by it.
Question.
Yeah.
I have a repulsion shield.
Okay.
Let me see if I can. Whoopsies, that's the wrong one. There you go. Repulsion
Oh my god.
shield. Does that count for anything?
Y'all.
No, because that's not a melee attack.
Alright, cool.
Y'all,
Sorry.
if you straight up, if you are reduced to 0 hit points, you die and a shadow rises, like straight up.
And Gao would look wounded from that, so he's looking kind of beat up. And if you ever get below half health, Gao, you since they can't see your HP, this means you're looking wounded, so your allies know you're below half.
What did I need to do for my familiar?
Where's your familiar?
I didn't know where you wanted it on this. It would have been with me most likely.
If it was out, then that if it was on your shoulder or if it was out, that probably would have killed it, unless it has immunity to necrotic energy.
Nope.
Okay, so most likely if it was on you when that happened, it would have been engulfed in the necrotic energy and withered. So it probably would have died from that. What type of familiar do you have?
Pseudo dragon.
Alright, let me make sure I have a token for that for you.
Sorry for not clarifying that earlier.
Oh, no worries. Whenever you first come into the game, there's a bunch of stuff we have to figure out.
Oh my god, you guys. Do not get reduced to 0 hit points by this. You just straight up die. There is no death
that's
save.
only his breath weapon,
Didn't
and
you
you only
just
have
say
6
that?
of those a day.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Pseudo Dragon.
Once every 5 or 6 rounds.
This is for Gao.
Or I think they have to roll a 5.
And yeah, usually you also would want to have an initiative rolled for it. I didn't realize you had it out, or else I would have set it up already. But let's see.
It's extremely rare that I want it to attack, so I didn't plan on initiative for it.
You can also use it to. Well, you could have, if you wanted to, you could have had it in the pocket dimension where you can keep familiars.
Then I'd prefer that than it dead.
Yeah, I mean, you can use the assist thing with familiars to give other people advantage, but if you don't think you're going to use your familiar, yeah, there's I think it's under the spell. There's a way you can put it in a pocket dimension, so we can say it was in there. But I
appreciate it.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just make sure you have it in case you want the thing for next time. So you should see the pseudo dragon. You should be able to edit that now at the top of the journal. Do you see it there?
I don't see the top of the journal, but I can see the pseudo dragon.
Yeah, that's that would be at the top of the list there. So yeah, you should be able to edit it. Let me go ahead and make sure it's representing the right token. Okay. And I'll put it in there's a resources folder. I'll put it in there under resources summon.
I appreciate that.
Alright, so the pseudo dragon, and you can give it a name now because you can edit a cheat. But anyway, okay, so that was it for the shadow dragon. Xylia goes. She says, "Oh gods!" As she sees these two just get engulfed in the shadow, she says, "Gao, you look wounded. You might want to back up." She's going to run over, engaging the creature, and take, what is it, 2 attacks that she has? Yeah. So she swings with her glaive, bringing it down on the dragon. She has advantage, right?
Yes, she does.
All right, because you were raging, and she's gonna rage too. So she cuts it. No giant's might though. Whoops.
Does she get a wild magic thing?
Oh God. Yeah, I guess.
Or is she an NPC now?
I mean, she's an NPC, but I guess I can give her the wild magic. Oh wait, does she have a rage? I should check that. She does. She has one more. Okay, so now she has none. So no giant's might. Let me roll for her rage. Hopefully she has a macro here. Was it Wild Surge? It's the rage.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. Alright. D8. 6 until the rage ends. Protective light. +1 to AC. So anyone within 10 feet of her gains a +1 AC bonus. I'll give her an aura. So you guys can see her rainbow multicolor thing that she has. But anyway, she would hit it for +2, 18 points for the first swing, getting its attention. Then she'll swing again. 17 no, actually she wouldn't have flying, so that would miss. She curses. Gao, what are you gonna do?
Adrenaline rush. Did it show up there? No. Okay. I'm gonna use the orc adrenaline rush to move.
Okay. I also gave you a button to press for that, so you should see on your macros the adrenaline rush button, because that'll take a charge away.
Okay. I didn't see it on the macros, but I'm not there, so.
It's, I think, in the middle of your sheet. There's let me see. There's like under all your macros at the bottom. There's an adrenaline rush button you should see. Kind of like right next to where the ability is.
Okay, I'm just seeing the ability. So. There.
Yeah.
No, I see it now.
Got it. Okay. So if you press that, it should track the use of it.
I just did a manually push down on it. Did it track the use?
So it's that button, the one that I just pressed. But that's what should happen when you press it. It should take away a use and tell you how many are left. It's right under Synaptic Static on your macros. There's Adrenaline Rush, Short Rest, and Relentless Endurance. Alright, but you use the Adrenaline Rush, which, let's see...
It should say 4 left. I had automatically did 3, and then you pushed the button to make it down to 2.
So that's fine, you put it back to 3. Okay, so you did that, which gives you a dash as a bonus, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
Go there, drop my hammer and shield, and cast.
It would get an attack of opportunity if you did that. So it will...
I should be a 19 if...
it says 17.
Yeah, no, I was wearing the shield earlier.
Oh,
and
I see.
Accidentally removed it.
Okay.
Oh, I apologize.
So it is going to try to bite at you as you move away. 20 versus AC.
Yep.
Alright, so it would clip you with a bite, doing 18 piercing and 4 necrotic as you move away from it.
Jesus.
Okay.
Now what are you going to do? So you said you're going to drop your shield?
In my new place, drop my hammer and shield. Cast that.
So I think dropping your shield would require your action to doff it. But you can drop your hammer and cast one-handed.
Okay. Then that's what I'm doing.
Okay. And usually if you have a shield on, you use this icon. Just to
Okay.
know that you have the thing. Alright, so you begin chanting as you cast, what is that? Roll?
Psychic Lance.
Psychic Lance, okay. So
Right.
you chant, firing a Psychic Lance at the creature, which has to make an int save, right?
Correct.
Okay. So let me roll that. Wait, does this have does it have magic resist? No, it does not. Okay. So int save. Ooh, natural 1 twice. No, it definitely failed. So it is struck by the psychic lance as blood gushes from its nose and eyes. Oh, and this automatically uses your highest level slot, right?
Yes.
Okay. So on your sheet, it's saying you have all the slots expended, but I think that's because it tried to take a 4th level slot. But
I apologize.
oh, no worries. It just takes some getting used to. So on your sheet under the spells, there is a what's your highest level? 5th?
6. I have Investiture of Stone as my,
Oh,
or
there it
5th
is.
level for the regular ones.
Okay, so you have, what is it, 3? Yeah, you have 3 spell slots. So I think, and you cast this as a 5th level spell.
I did it as 4th because I forgot that I'm supposed to up it.
Yeah, I think you have to cast as your highest level. So go ahead and do it again and just do it as a 5th level. And that should minus 1 of your 5th level. Oh,
That would
jeez.
increase damage too.
So 26, well, lower. Okay, well.
Yeah.
26 damage as the creature looks wounded. Oh, wait, no, never mind. He's not wounded yet. Is there any secondary effects? There's
Yeah,
just
he's
damage.
incapacitated.
So incapacitated. Alright, so he is definitely looking unhappy. As he can't take actions or reactions. Alright, anything else, Gao? That was your action to cast that.
Nope, that's it.
Alright, so Chomsky. You see a bunch of shadowy energy leaking out of the crystal. What are you going to do?
I am gonna jump surprised and then start working on that crystal. So,
Alright.
trying to fix the shadowy energy leak.
Alright, give me a Arcana check. Alright, so you're fixing it. You're definitely making it a little bit more stable, but it is still leaking. Arapel, what are you going to do? Bottom of the round.
Can I tell Carl to go up there and punch the dragon?
Alright, yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a attack with Carl. Where is Carl? Oh, he's down there. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Advantage because of Uslag. Yeah, 23.
Thank you, Uslag.
25 would strike. Bashing the incapacitated dragon, it kind of is knocked backwards slightly, taking 8 points of damage and growls.
And then I'm also going to, because that hit, then use an Arcane Jolt. 2d6 to Gao.
Alright, so you channel some magical energy, and Gao, you would regain 9 points of health.
And
As Chomsky channels, I guess, arcane energies, which heal you.
Thank you.
I'm going to yell to the dragon to give up. You don't stand a chance. You're just a young child. And that'll be my turn.
Fair enough. Alright, Remy.
You skipped Arapel.
Oh, right. Arapel.
He's going to slowly move forward. Still looking very beat up. He can't even get all the way to the dragon, so he will pause here by Gao and try to bandage some of Gao's wounds.
Okay. So you use, I assume, a healer's check.
Yeah.
All right. So you regain 18 points of health, Gao, as this little robot walks up and starts patching you up.
Thank you.
Rubbing
That's
strange,
all I've got.
probably cream and salves on your necrotic wounds, your withered skin. All right, Remy, top of the round.
Bell makes me hungry.
He's gonna do what he does best and Biggity Blast Joe because he's out of spells. But
Pew, pew, pew. All right, so you fire several blasts at him. Which unfortunately, there are a bunch of people standing in the way now.
I mean, how tall is he?
He is probably about 10 feet.
I think I can actually get him in between everybody.
Well, yeah, cover isn't just like you can see him. Cover is like he's moving around within the 10-foot area, and any of your people could get in the way. So the only way he wouldn't have cover is if you had, was it Spell Sniper, or if you can draw a line from one corner of your square to all four corners of his without an interruption, which right now you can't really do.
Gotcha. Alright, well, I'm gonna fire off 4 Eldritch Blast. Wow.
Yeah, because he's not actually like a 10-foot block. He's like moving around fighting in that 10-foot area. Alright, so you chant. Oh, there you go. Pew, pew, pew. 3 blasts. One would crit, and the other one would hit 23 and 29. So 21 points of damage.
21 and 4 thunder.
25,
So
alright. That actually wounded him. He roars angrily.
I will use my remainder movement to move away. And that's it.
Okay. Uslog.
Okay.
How long
You've
does
got
your incapacitate last, Gal?
Till the end of my turn, I believe. I'm reading it.
Start of your next turn.
Yeah, start of my next turn.
Okay. So, gotcha. Okay. Uslog, what are you going to do?
Incapacitated to the start of your next turn.
Okay, so yeah, he'll, unfortunately for him, will not be able to act on his turn.
I'm going to.
Fortunately for you.
I'm going to say, we've got this, everybody. I'm going to recklessly swing at this shadow dragon.
All right.
Advantage.
So you throw caution to the wind, knowing he can attack. Yeah, 27 will strike. For 22. Ow. Snarls angrily, turning towards you. 16 would not hit, though.
Well, with the flank?
With Professor Chomsky, yes, that would strike him, just barely.
Thanks, Chomsky.
Yes.
For another 20.
I didn't even think of that. I was doing that for Xylia's aura. I like the little wildflowers and stuff popping up in them.
Anything else, Uslog?
I think that's it. Me?
Okay, so the dragon goes. He does recharge his breath weapon. As you see the shadows
Oh my god, y'all.
begin to coalesce around his mouth again. But yes, luckily he is incapacitated, so he can't use it yet. Xylia.
Oh, shit.
Thank goodness.
Oh, yeah, that's me. Xylia is going to spin her glaive around, looking like a badass. Cuts with a 20, cutting it. Ooh, terrible roll. 10 points of damage. She swings around, cutting at him a second time. She says, "We have to bring him down before he can move again." 26 would strike, doing another 14, and he is looking very wounded, but still up.
Dang.
That is it for Xylia. Gal. He suddenly can move again at the start of your turn.
Move over here where people aren't actually right here. I guess we'd have that. What you were saying, the nobody in the way.
So yes, from there, no, he would not have cover from you because you can hit all 4 of his corners with one of yours.
And since he scares me, I'm going to do that one again.
Alright, so you chant once again, summoning psychic energies, hurling them at him, which must do a... Oh, you want to do it as a 5th level.
Oh,
because it always casts as 5th. So he has to make a int save. I don't know, where is it?
Ooh, 35. Yeah.
Yep. 15 would fail, and you would see his energy disperse as he turns into a mist of psychic energy, which kind of just flows there for a moment and dissipates.
He scared me.
Chomsky, I need another Arcana check because you all are still in danger, and something else might appear if you don't fix this.
No pressure.
Ruh-roh. Should use the inspiration.
15.
But it's too late.
Would be enough, but not enough to fully fix it. And as you are doing this, several creatures suddenly coalesce around it.
Oh no, guys.
Oh. Our favorite.
Oh, I hate these things.
But they love you.
I bet they do.
Alright, I need, well, I guess I could just roll for them. So, continuing down, Chomsky went, Arapel.
I will take my war pick off my back and try and stab this guy that appeared next to me.
Alright, so you turn around and hack. Ooh, no, so it flies to the side, dodging your attack. Anything else?
For the second attack?
Okay. Whack.
I rolled it at the same time, yeah.
So 23 would strike as you connect with the second one.
I'm gonna smite. I've got one level 3 left. Where is the button?
So being undead, you're using level 3, so that would be 5d8. As there is an explosion of radiant energy. 12, 13, 22 points of damage total. As the creature sort of is disrupted a bit, but it is still alive and looking very angrily at you. Anything else, Arapel?
Oh, that's all.
Top of the round, Remy.
Remy is going to do a bonus action expeditious retreat on himself, and then he is going to biggity blast this motherfucker right here with 3 Eldritch Blast. Do you want me to link the Eldritch Blast?
Yeah,
spell?
so the spell description, and then you can do the rolls.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Or I guess you could roll the rolls first.
Well, the last 3, I guess, because the first one was a part of the clicking.
Oh, well, yeah, you, so you can just show the description if you click on the word bubble on the spell.
Yep, I meant to do that.
Alright, so you cast, and actually I think all 3 of those would strike. Pew, pew, pew. So he's blasted for...
Plus another 4, 26, 31, plus 4 thunder damage. 31 force, 4 thunder damage, so 35 damage.
Okay, so the thunder damage, I believe, is reduced.
Yeah.
Double check. Yes, it is. So he takes 2 thunder damage, but he would also take 31, so 33 damage total.
And then I'm going to move 60 feet in that direction. And that's the end of my turn.
Alright, the one to the south is going to fly out fly up towards Gnome Chomsky and lunge at you, attempting to drain life you. Oh, natural 1, and you jump back, avoiding the attack. Uslog.
Okay, well, my goal right now is to protect Chomsky so we can continue. Good work.
Chomsky!
Going to... trying to figure out my keys here. 30. Yeah, I can. Oh, actually.
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so you rush around, getting to the other side, flanking this thing. How many rounds are left on your rage?
I think it's just as long as I do it.
Get punched.
I thought it was a minute.
Oh, yeah. I never have to think about that because we always just kill stuff.
Fair enough.
10 rounds, yeah.
So has it been 2 rounds so far?
So,
I mean, it probably wouldn't come into play, but just in case.
try to do like a timer thing.
Yeah, so you can put a stopwatch on yourself, but since, yeah. Alright, so there's 8 rounds left, so you run over there and attack.
Yes. Get off him.
Oh, yeah, 19 will strike it. Rushing around, it takes, I don't think it takes cold damage, actually. Let me double check that. Oh, half damage. Okay, so it takes 2 cold and 20 slashing as you cut it the first time. And again, this time it just takes the 15, but this attack would wound it.
Yeah.
Right. Look at me!
Anything else?
That's it. I'm just drawing its attention.
Alright. So this one is going to... How smart is this thing? Not too dumb. It's going to fly up and over to here. Coming down at you. What?
How much movement does that thing have?
Apparently enough to get to you. It moved at least 60 feet. So it flies over and it's going to attempt to drain your life force. Give me your life. But no, you would dodge back and it would miss you. So that's it for that one. The red dragon is, or the shadow dragon is dead. Xylia, she says, Remy, are you alright? But you can't answer yet, so she's just gonna kind of come over this way and hack at this thing. Trying to take it down. 22 would cut through it with the magical glaive, dealing 10 points of damage. Which actually would wound it. And she brings the blade up and around, cutting through it again, but it would dodge this time. This wraith is going to fly up and over this way to pay you back for blasting him. Oh, natural 1 though, and you easily dodge it as it comes in at you. And finally, this wraith is going to lunge at Arapel, because you did a lot of damage to him. Oh, but you would dodge that one as well. And they have been rolling poorly. Gao, what do you want to do? You there, Gao?
Yeah, give me a second. I had my mic on mute.
Oh, no worries.
And the game kicked me out again, so I had to get my character sheet back up. And 3 sets of 10 bright red small sling bullets are coming out at the that one right there.
Beep, beep, pew, pew, pew. All right, so you begin chanting as you said they're sling bullets.
Basically, it's Eldritch Blast, but it looks like little red bullets. Yeah.
All right, so instead of the normal blast, yeah, you would see a bunch of like little red bullets come out.
Showing up.
He casts the spell.
Okay, there it is.
Go ahead and roll for the attacks. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, 20 would strike with the first one. 14 would... Oh, no, that would strike too. Alright, so you strike with all three and you were going for this guy?
Correct.
Alright, so the 3 red sling bullets smack into him, disrupting him with force damage. And how much do you deal?
I'm trying to...
So
click the word.
Yeah, if you mouse over Eldritch Blast and click it, it'll roll the damage.
In the chat.
In the chat. Yeah.
Where...
Oh, sorry, thank you. Ignore that.
Yeah, no worries. You can click on any of them, it'll roll damage for it. Alright, so the first one blasts him for 9. Do you have the Agonizing Blast, or is it just a D10?
Agonizing Blast should be coming up too.
It doesn't look like it's on there, so you might have to adjust the macro, but how much is the Agonizing Blast? Plus 5?
Plus 5 each time.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a third one. Alright, so 15, 19, 29 points of damage. And yeah, you might have to go into the macro and adjust the plus 5 damage. What did I say it was? 29, okay. And the creature looks badly wounded, barely hanging on as you just shred its essence. Anything else?
No.
Alright, Professor Chomsky. This one looks like it's temporarily distracted by Uslog. What do you want to do? You muted?
Yes, I was muted. I apologize. I want to fix the crystal if it looks like it's still leaking.
Alright, so you try to finally finish your repairs. Yeah, 17 would be enough to fix it again, and the crystal stops leaking.
Now, let's see.
Our unsung hero. Thank you.
Alright, Carl's gonna dash over across from Remy.
Remember that the rocks, dragon, and these stalagmites are difficult terrain.
Oh, okay. Well, then maybe he won't.
Stepping around things. Oh, and I guess you know.
So that's 20, 30. Yeah, that's gonna be too much math for me. So, I guess Carl's just gonna run up next to Arapel right there and punch that guy.
So that's 10, 20, 25, 35 feet of movement to get there.
He's got 40 feet.
Okay, and he's punching that guy. Go for it. So there's a blast of force energy. Yeah, 23 will strike. And that is 11, which would then wound him further. He's looking pretty ragged. Anything else?
That will be all.
Alright, Arapel.
Repeat last turn. Swing at this guy.
Alright, the war pick comes out as you swing around. Oh, 11 would not be enough as it dodges back and forth, avoiding both swings.
That's all I got.
And I just remembered you do have disadvantage on your attacks. I have to remember that because of the exhaustion. Thank you. Remy, got some friends.
I do. What to do with them, that is the question. How wounded is this guy to my left looking?
He looks ragged.
Is ragged a technical term?
He's below half health. Without medicine, that's all you know.
Okay.
Does medicine even apply to these guys?
Yes. You know the medicine autonomy of the wraith.
Remy's confident. He's gonna go ahead and unleash 3 Eldritch Blasts at this guy, knowing that doing so is at disadvantage.
Alright, so you point your hand out, chanting. Go ahead and link the spell, and then the blasts.
Hold on.
Pew, pew, pew.
There was one, a 14 and a 19.
Okay, so that one would hit. Okay, so both of those strike, as this thing does not have a very good AC.
All 3 or just the first and the last?
All 3 would hit, yeah. Because even a 13 would hit it. So it explodes in a shower of essence as you blast it right in the face. And it is very much down.
Yay.
Yay. Remy will move 5 feet in that direction.
Okay. The Wraith to the south is going to swing at Uslag, trying to drain your life again. Jeez. Alright, nope. You jump back and dodge the attack. Uslag.
Nice. I
You rolled like 4 ones.
I know, you're having bad luck today. I'll try to put it out of its misery.
Mm-hmm. Yep, so you cut into it with the first attack, doing 17, as it looks like it's on its last legs. Spinning around, 13 would become a 15, which would strike it. Yep, that would bring it down. Anything else?
Nope.
Alright, so you end your turn. This one here is going to try to lunge at Remy again. But no, you, luckily your armor kind of keeps it at bay as it tries to reach through and touch you, but is unsuccessful. Xylia is, yeah, she's going to swing at this thing again. Ha! Oh, she actually missed. But the 28 would strike on the wraparound swing for 16 damage. That is it for her. This Wraith is going to probably go for air repel again, because you still hit him the hardest.
I was gonna say, let me...
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
It misses
Charles
anyway.
So you impose disadvantage, but luckily the Wraith would miss as you get out of the way. The Gal.
Turning mic on, and I'm aiming at Remy's other buddy.
Buddy.
Alright, so you send some blasts. You get 25 strikes, 22 strikes, and 28 strikes. 3 successful blasts, even with the cover from this. So how much do you do? 6, 7, and 15. Alright, so you do...
That's with the... I already got the macro set up, so you don't
Yeah.
need to add anything.
Yeah, so that is 28 damage. Getting his attention. He
Hello!
does not look wounded yet, but looks very unhappy with you. Professor Chomsky.
I am gonna...
Oh, were you doing anything else, Gal? Sorry.
Nope, you're right.
Okay.
Go.
the crystals all repaired up?
Yes.
Cool, then... I guess I will throw an acid splash at that guy.
Alright, you throw acid at the Wraith. Interesting tactic. So dex
description.
save. The acid flies towards it. It is caught off guard and splashed, taking 3 points of damage as it seems to resist the acid.
Alright. And then I am going to command Carl to punch said wraith.
Alright, so Carl blasts him with force energy, but it would dodge it. Anything else?
Nope. I'm gonna whisper to Arapella. You can back up if you want. We'll take care of this.
Arapella.
You mean like I can back up without imposing an opportunity attack?
If you well, my spells don't do that, but you can.
Gotcha. Sorry, I know there's some people that have that ability, so I wasn't sure if it's what you were saying.
No.
I don't even know what ability it is. But no, that's fine. Yeah, I think now that I realize that my hand is pretty unsteady from my damage, I will disengage 10, 20. Oh wait, I can only go 15, so I'll go there. And I will. That's all I can do.
Alright, so you quickly run past Xylia, getting to safety. Top of the round, Remy.
Remy gonna do what Remy does. He's gonna well, hold on. Yeah, he's gonna big. I mean, yeah, except I need to get away from this fucker that you put on me.
Well, it looks like he's about to fly over at Gao, if that makes you feel any better.
It does.
He's looking very angrily over at Gao. Although he will happily oppie you if you let him.
Oh, I have no doubt you would. I'm going to reach out and I'm going to shocking, riveting grasp him.
Alright. Yeah, 19 would grasp him. He takes 6 points of damage.
And then Remy
losing his reaction.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry, I should have linked yeah, he loses his reaction, so then Remy is going to be like, I think it's time for me to go. And is going to move 60 feet in that direction.
Alright, so you rush across the floor. The Wraith goes, but he is dead, so he is not going to do much. Uslog.
I'm just curious, how did you manage to avoid the attack of opportunity there?
Shocking grasp.
Oh, that's an effect of that spell? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can't take off.
That's what that's what I was trying to figure out. Sorry. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That's really cool. I didn't know you could do. Oh, it can't take reactions. Yes, I'm sorry. There's some of these classes I've never played before, and I'm not familiar with it all. Sorry, guys.
All right,
no
I'm
worries.
gonna finish off this guy here.
So Uslug runs up from the side, catching him off guard is a 13 wood strike, just barely. And you cut right through him, dissipating him into nothing. Anything else?
I guess I can move a little bit. I can move 2 more squares, so I will just go kind of start heading up towards this way.
Okay. The Wraith goes. It's going to fly over at Gao. Give me your life. As it jumps at you. Well, nope. Once again, it would horribly miss with some terrible rolls. As Gao jumps out of the way, keeping his shield in its face. Xylia says, Gao, I got your back. She's going to go 5, 15, 25 for the flank. And do some swingity swings. Oh, she completely misses on the first. But will strike on the second, because apparently she needs a 2 or over to hit this thing. doing 9 points of damage as she cuts into it, wounding it. And it kind of turns towards her now. That is it for her. The Wraith would have gone, but he is dead. And so is the other one, so Gao, you're up.
Mike's on. Obviously taking the disadvantage.
So you chance summoning energies as you blast at him up close. 20 is going to strike with the first. Oh yeah, that's going to strike with the second, and 15 will strike with the third. Hitting all 3 times. $15 and 6 is 21. Ooh, he is clinging to life. Not dead yet. Anything else?
Nope, done.
Professor.
We just got this one guy left.
Yes, all the others have been dispatched.
Well then, I'm gonna.
I don't think they've even hit anyone. They're rolling so poorly.
Pull out my hand crossbow.
Yeah.
And launch 2 bolts at it.
Alright, pew pew. So you fire 2 bolts. Oh, well, that's a crit. And actually, the first bolt would bring him down. As he is dissipated. The group is safe. What do you want to do?
What was our arcane friend doing while this was all happening? I'm just curious.
He was securing the crystal, which you would see now is safely tucked away in the portable hole, which is now in his pocket. He says, "Well done, everyone. Well done."
Would someone please just put out the swirling mass of death?
I would much rather try to collect some goods off of this dead dragon.
Oh, the shadows there?
Dragons usually drop cool stuff, I hear. I've never killed one
Unfortunately, we didn't fight it in its lair.
Ah.
So this would actually...
Maybe they
still might have cool reagents.
Yeah. You know, like necrotic glands or scale, mail.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So there's not much left of the Shadow Dragon. Just some essence, but if you want, you can use Arcana to try to collect that.
Absolutely. Next, you're going to tell me I need a vial, which I got 6 of.
You do need a vial. So you would expand a vial, taking a minute to collect the essence of the dragon, which would give you... What did you roll? 26? That would give you 130 gold pieces of Shadow Dragon essence in your vial here.
Let's make sure we keep this away from Remy.
I have no need for dust, my good man.
Al goes and picks up his hammer, puts it in his holster.
Okay, so you get your weapon, putting it back to your side. Your wizard ally says, well, I think we're all done here. Unless there was something else you wish to show me. We have the crystal, Kinrith says.
What do you plan on doing with the crystal, Mr. Kenrick?
Well, I was thinking of just bringing it back to the Midnight Pyre and putting it someplace safe for now. As long as we can keep it out of the hands of the cultists, that is what is most important.
Do you not think this crystal is too powerful to be in anybody's hands? It can do some serious damage, and there are certain weapons that just should not exist.
Well, what would you recommend?
We take it somewhere that is not populated and destroy it.
Yes, far out. Or we could probably use it to power a city for a few years.
He says, the soul crystals are extremely potent forms of necrotic energy. It would be a waste to destroy this. I think it would be better to be put into someplace safe and then possibly used later. But it is not my call to make. I'll bring it up with my superiors and see what they think.
Question. Do you think any cultists might be in your organization?
That's a very good question.
Gives you a kind of a look. He says, I should hope not. Do you know something I don't know?
I just...
cultists go deep, and they have people everywhere. We didn't trust the local government because we were aware that they had infiltrated that group.
Spies could definitely be an issue, but I'm fairly certain that we don't have any spies in our midst. The Midnight Pyre are a very exclusive group. It would be very hard for a cultist to infiltrate us. We're not like the government where there's thousands of people.
Oh, what do you think your group? I mean, besides using this as a bartering tool, what could your group possibly do with this sort of technology? It's quite dangerous.
He says, well, we would never barter with this. This is way too valuable and dangerous to trade. There are artifacts of the past that require such trinkets to function. He says, I assume you would know that, though, and he gives you a smile.
Just be glad we're on the same side, my friend.
Oh, yes, I am glad.
Perhaps it would be...
I think you know a lot more than you're letting on to your friends here about what this is and what it can do.
Perhaps it would be valuable to maintain some degree of secrecy even within your organization. You need to know type of basis with your superiors, just in case there is any chance that any shadow cultists do attempt to infiltrate your ranks. Since you are working against them, that may be something they might attempt, regardless of how difficult you believe it may be to do so.
This is the Midnight Pyre do have separate factions, or not factions, separate wings. What would the word be?
Division.
Kind of like divisions. There's a very specific word you'd use for this. Not channels. I guess divisions, maybe. There are different divisions of our group, or cells. Cells might be the word. And one cell is often kept in the dark from the others. So, not everyone within the Midnight Pyre will know that we have this. The only ones that will know will be myself, some of my superiors, and you all.
That seems like a great plan.
He nods and says, if you're all ready to go back, I can get us back to town much quicker. He motions for you all to step close.
Exhausted.
Yes, I like fast traveling.
Yeah.
Alright, so he will begin... Or, sorry, go ahead.
Finally, I'm so tired of walking.
So he will begin chanting as you all step close, casting probably some sort of teleport spell, as there is a rush of wind around you, and you feel as if you travel very quickly right away. As the world kind of goes on blurry, you're standing back within some kind of underground tunnel near a arcane-looking circle. And he would say, if you go down the south corridor, it will lead you back to the inn area. Thank you all for your help. And he just starts walking away.
I expect gold.
Go ahead, Arapel.
I recommend that we pass a night or two to regain some strength and make some repairs, and then perhaps resupply and head for this fort you have spoken of, since Gal mentioned he is eager to determine if his family member is there?
Oh.
Or do we have other missions here?
You are underground right now, by the way.
I don't think that we have...
Go ahead.
No, I don't think we have any other missions. We were just investigating the cultists while we waited for something else to happen.
I do have things to do here that might take about a week.
Well, I mean, I could certainly use 4 or more days to completely repair. However, I did not know if there was any time crunch. I don't think he'd say time crunch. I do not know the urgency of Gao's mission.
Is he in danger there?
Not
if he's at the fort, right. No.
Oh, okay.
We could probably even send a messenger to look for if you have a description or a drawing of some sort.
So this isn't like a place that is the shadow cultists?
No, I hope not. I believe we left Uslog's
We cleared
plan.
it.
Yeah, Uslog's
We cleared
plan
it.
Is in charge, basically.
Right. Oh, it's our fort.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're in control of it.
Okay, guys.
It's got a really nice chemistry lab that I want to get back to, but
fantastic.
We took
okay.
Yeah, they took it over.
Making me nervous question. On your. Yes, question?
No, sorry. Go ahead. Making you nervous?
With the not knowing if it's your fort or it's your fort and... Wait.
Arapel joined this group after they left this fort, apparently.
Yeah, we've had a lot of...
There's been a good bit of turnover.
We found Arapel. She was shut down in a cave, and we had to
reboot her. If you remember, the only people who are there now are the prisoners who were the cultists. So if his friend is one of the cultist prisoners, he probably would be in danger.
Who's feeding the prisoners?
Well, the barbarian tribe and the
okay.
people there are feeding them. But remember, you did send some of the Midnight Pirate to quote unquote question them and possibly execute them.
We can send a messenger.
Now,
chance that you're...
Gao, you wouldn't think your friend would be a cultist, but if he's in prison there, then you're not sure why he'd be in prison if he wasn't one of the cultists.
Yeah, no, the conversation has definitely not made him relax, thinking we have time.
So my next question is, and this is, I guess, a little bit out of character, but are there any other breadcrumbs that we haven't followed? Because I know basically the main objectives when I joined was we've been tasked to take out these enclaves of cultists, you know? Right. So are there more enclaves? Are there more breadcrumbs? Are there... I mean, I guess the elf chick is a breadcrumb, and the chaos or whatever child that she said she serves, but besides that.
So, I mean, the group originally came here because they were looking into leads on the Shadowlord that escaped into the Shadowfell. You were originally captured at the fort to the north, which you were able to take out and take over. And I assume at this point the group is just continuing to look for more information on the cultists and the Shadowlord, right?
Okay, great.
Yeah, so we did tell... whatever her name is. I forgot her name. Kailu, that we did take the fort over and it was our fort, so she does have, like, negative intentions. She could go
whether she has... Well, or if she has positive intentions and needs to find us again in the future, that might be where she would come looking for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then I guess the other thing... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I have nothing else. What were you going to say?
So as a player, I'm familiar with the whole Gaivok and Malik chapter. But as Arapel, how many of you, I know Uslag, you were there, but how many of you were there for the previous chapter and would have told Arapel, like, who is Gaivok and Malik and who are these Shadowlords?
I think Uslag's the only one.
Yeah.
Okay, and so Uslag probably gave pretty minimal information, I would assume, right?
Yeah,
are
a
you
lot of it's
saying this
like
out loud or like to your kind of
This is kind of out of character, like, because I'm not sure how much Arapel would even know about. I don't think he knows much of anything, is what I'm learning here, and that's basically what I was asking.
Well, I mean, last you knew you were, in a different age, but then you got switched off and you don't know what happened to you.
Right, that's why I was asking
Somehow,
who in this party was present for the first chapter and be able to tell Arapel anything.
Uslag tells stories, really good stories around the campfire.
Yeah, a lot of
She's been on a lot of cool adventures.
Is like he just needs to be destroyed. Like she's very insistent on it. But
Okay.
I mean, when the shadow crystals came up and she talked about like the hollow.
Right.
She's kernels of it, but she's not really forthcoming with it. It has to be something's got to trigger it.
Okay, so probably some campfire tales, but not all the details. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
For some reason, she probably seems a little bit hesitant to talk too much about it.
Okay. I just sometimes I'm not even sure, like, what Arapel's like goals and motivations would be as far as the group's missions and stuff. Because I don't know how much he knows, But so yeah, this is fine. This is good. This is information. Sorry, I didn't mean to take a bunch of time.
Well,
and it makes total sense because I know Uslag is pretty brief with the stuff she does tell when she remembers something.
Yeah, kind of
brevity is the soul of wit or something.
All right. Well, so it's probably about 2:00 at this point in the afternoon. What does the group want to do? Do you want to try to rest the night to recharge? Do you want to leave, start walking towards the fort?
Oh, we need to rest.
Do you want to do something else?
Maybe can we?
Remy has a number one quest that he has to let everyone know about. He hasn't told anyone up until this point. And that is a big ass bath because he needs a long rest, baby. He wants to stretch out those toes. He's gonna pay as much as he can to get someone to touch his feet. They're getting in there deep. They're gonna massage it, and he's just gonna sit there. He's rich, baby. He's got so much money in his ring. Oh my god, he's about to get luxuried up.
Well, so the pyre, I believe, is still paying for your hotel or your what is it called? Your inn rooms. Because
if they don't touch my feet there, I'll go elsewhere and find someone to.
Isn't that the place that had the Roman baths or whatever?
Yes. So there's a large lit up area underground that's all marble and has all these nice looking baths, these fancy rooms, and
there were attendants and stuff, if I remember.
Plenty of old creepy guys to touch your feet.
And there are attendants who will help you bathe and get you all set. The Midnight Pyre is still paying for all that. Thanks to kind of thank you for all your help. So you're gonna go do that and just kind of relax for the rest of the day.
Remy's gonna need a team.
Yeah,
but yes.
Beforehand, now that Gao seems a little worried about that cousin may be a prisoner. Anyone in the Midnight Pyre able to send a message? Something?
You gonna go look for the Midnight Pyre people?
I guess so. I'll.
We're still underground in their passage.
Yeah.
Well, when we arrived with what's his name, could we have asked him for?
That's where the inn is as well. It's probably too late at this point, but you would see that Civil is still hanging out at the hotel. Underground. So if you approach him, he says, "How would we get a message over to the fort?"
Somebody run fast.
But that's through That's through the plains. That's a very dangerous area. It would be suicide to go alone through there. There's all sorts of undead creatures and creatures of the Shadowfell that are very dangerous.
I thought maybe you have like magic people do magic stuff.
He thinks. He says, "Well, I guess Kinrith. No, I don't think he can teleport there. He hasn't seen the area yet." I'll ask. I'll see what we can do.
Okay.
Also, since I'm working with them now, do I fall under their contract for lodging, or do I need to find my own?
So, as Sybil's
Take
leaving...
Xylia's room. Take Xylia's room. She wants to go back to the priests that were healing her.
Yes.
Well, she never had a room down here, but yeah,
Oh.
she is going to go back up there and continue her treatment because she is still suffering from that disease. So as he's leaving, Sybil stops and turns towards you and says, it's a good question. Is he working for your group now? He looks kind of rowdy on them.
Welcome.
Gal. Oh, wait. Let's not extend our... How do you feel about feet?
How do you cook them?
That is was not a requirement of being in this group.
I'm it. Yes, you are being. Yeah, of course, it's a requirement. Hello. How do you feel about feet?
Yeah, I don't know if you figured out quite yet, but
He hasn't answered my question.
I didn't hear a question.
I heard it.
How are they cooked?
Oh, lukewarm and tenderized, ideally by you.
What garnishes are provided with this meal?
I prefer a half slab of garlic and onion straight to the base of the foot. It really takes out the toxins.
Sybil just sort of looks at you all and shakes his head. He says, I'll go ask about sending the message, but yes, my friend, I assume you are staying with the group for now.
by the way, Sybil, we changed our name because the other one was quite a different group.
Are you not the Foxgloves anymore?
Nope.
Well, what should I call you then?
Splitlanders is kind of what we decided on.
It's a bit of a strange title.
You're weird.
It's a bit of a strange group.
That's fair enough. All right. I will go ask about sending the message. Let me know if you need anything else. And he's going to take off down the hall. All right. So the rest of you head towards the inn. Is anyone doing anything different, or are you just all relaxing for the rest of the day? Like, do you have any downtime things you want to work on, or...
Is there any resupplying that we need to do? Little stuff like vials or big stuff?
Potions.
Identifying maybe things that we have in that in our party treasury.
I think we identified everything.
We did that during the short rest. That's why you went walking on water.
Oh, right.
You were busy doing that while we were over here working.
What about the scroll? What about the 3 scrolls? Don't we have scroll? Or those all identified as well?
I forget what they were, but I think we can just read those as long as they're in languages we can read. You don't have to identify. But I don't remember what they were. Maybe we didn't get to that.
I thought once you read it, you cast it.
No, you can just read the title of the scroll, unless it's written in a different language. I don't think you identified the scrolls yet. Do you want to look at those?
I can read their names.
Alright, so if you're taking a look at the scrolls... Give me a moment. Scrolls. Give me a D10 roll, please.
Dun, dun, dun.
So, Gao takes a look at the first scroll. Interesting. This scroll is Anti-Life Shell.
Nice. Great.
What else you got?
Give me a D10 roll if you're looking at the second one.
Do we have anyone that can use that?
I don't think
Druid, Death Domain, Grave Domain, and Undead.
3. That scroll is... What? No.
Yeah,
wish,
give it to
wish,
us.
wish.
No. No,
You put it on there.
Absolutely.
Or how
What
about
was it? What was it?
Don't worry about it. Give me another detail roll. 7.
I just did. Yeah.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Alright, 7 is... Jeez, alright, freedom of movement, apparently. Getting those good rolls.
Any more rolls?
No, those were the 2 scrolls. So freedom of movement and
No,
There were 3.
We had 3.
There were
what?
3
No, it
scrolls.
says 2 scrolls here. What's the third one?
Oh no! Wait, was it
Scroll.
3? What? Wait. Was it 3 potions and 2
No,
scrolls?
I have two.
That might have been it.
I
Yeah.
have 2 potions and 2 scrolls on that list.
Oh.
And you had
The
some
ones
recipes too.
the ones that Arapel picked up in the library is 3 and 2, but I think we identified the potions and they were all healing. So maybe it was 3 potions and 2 scrolls. I took them off my inventory last session, so I don't know. But I had 3 and 2. I just got mixed up which was 3 and which was 2.
At 4 and 5 now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's 17. That's right. I forgot.
Yeah, I have 2 scrolls, 2 potions, so maybe it was a misunderstanding. But
Gotcha.
yeah, those are the 2 scrolls: anti-life and freedom of movement.
So let's take those. Here, never mind. I'll take the 3 scrolls that we have in the treasury off and delete those.
So the anti-life might be worthwhile to hang on to for trading with magic users that are able to use it. Because I don't know that I don't think any of us can use it.
No, it's a druid spell.
Okay, and then freedom of movement is, I think a lot of people can use that one. Let's see, bard, cleric, druid, ranger, oath of devotion, circle of the land, more druids, war domain, oath of the open sea, oath of glory, and artificer. See, Karash could have used both of these. I guess technically Arapel could use freedom of motion. Is there anyone else that can use that one?
I can't as an artificer, but I think it's all.
Oh no, wait, no, I lied. I'm sorry, you take it, because I just realized Paladin isn't listed. It's just certain oaths, and none of them are his oaths. So I think if you can use it, take it as an artificer. For some reason, even though artificer starts with an A, that's at the end. So, but yeah, it is there. That's one on your spell
because
list.
it was put in after the fact.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's one of the newer casting groups. All right. Well, is anyone doing anything else, or do you want me to just pass time while you relax
what
and
are
take your rest?
those recipes we found?
Don't you have them recorded?
Or arrows of some sort.
Oh, yes. All right.
Unbreakable Arrow and Potion of Growth are the 2 recipes that you found with those.
Potion of growth could be really valuable, really strategic for our barbarian, especially, but really anyone, but any frontliner that could be big.
You would have to make them though, but yeah.
This is like one of the first characters I've ever played that does not have alchemy, so. But I imagine our artificer can make them.
Yeah, I bet.
I think artificers can automatically just learn how to use tools, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and I have the all-purpose tool, so I can make any tool that I want. Be proficient in it.
Well, if no one else is doing anything, I'm just going to pass some time.
Well, are we thinking of making anything? Because if so, we want to use the time that's going to get passed for those projects, right? Or are we just looking to?
Yeah, that's Do we need any potions? Or do we want any unbreakable arrows?
We can always use potions. Potions are always a good thing to have.
Potion
I don't know.
Growth. What all do we need for the potion of growth?
So, Potion of Growth. Let's say that's a. I think that's actually uncommon. Let me double check though.
Yeah, uncommon. That's what I see.
Okay. Potion of Growth. Yep, uncommon. So let me look at the crafting rules real quick.
Anything that needs to use Shadow Dragon parts?
Shadow Dragon parts might.
I was making a joke. Just making a joke.
Well,
would they be refinable into religious then, since they're undead, or is it something else?
I feel like I have a lot of components that I guess that's what I would be doing, would be refining my Bone Claw, Wraith, Vampire, Blood Drinker, Vampire, Shadow Dragon essence all into
Alright,
components.
so for let me just look up the potion really quick.
I think if it's natural creatures, then you can refine them into nature reagents, and which could be used for healing spell or healing potions. If we have an herbalist or an alchemist, and then if they're undead, it's religious.
Oh, yeah.
So it's going to take a week to craft this potion. 1 week of downtime. It would take. Now, don't you have something as an artificer where it reduces the crafting time and cost?
Yes, to a quarter.
Okay. So if it's...
I'm not sure if I have that yet. Let me check.
I thought you did it at level 12.
Scratch it, it's bubble bath time.
I'm not sure if it's... I think you are right. Magical depth. Yeah, so 10th level. So yeah, I can craft common or uncommon in a quarter of the normal time and half.
Aren't there different rules for consumables? I don't remember the specifics, but I feel like consumables.
It's less time for consumables. So it would take you, let's see, a quarter of a work week would be like 80 hours, so 2 days about. 2 days, 100 gold pieces of arcane components, and you would need another 100 gold pieces of essence from something around level 4 to 8. So you could actually use the Shadow Dragon essence to create that. Although the Shadow Dragon essence is a much higher level.
Oh. But I have Blood
you said you have a
Vampire, Wraith, Vampire, Bone Claw.
You could use the Wraith essence to make that as well.
Cool.
And you probably could use the Blood Drinker Vampire essence as well, because I think those are all 5th level, right? I can double check. Let me see.
Yeah.
I know you could use the Wraith if you have 100 gold pieces of Wraith essence. You could use that.
I only have 60 of those.
But could we combine the different ones that he has?
No, you can't mix essences like that. It'll ruin them. Some of them you can mix, like if you have multiple.
We have 150 Wraith essence in our party treasury, so.
Yeah, so you could use 100 of the Wraith essence, 100 of arcane, and it would take you 2 days if you wanted to try to brew that potion.
Cool.
Yeah, 2 days
I
is
think
about what we need for...
Yeah. If we're gonna rest a couple days anyway, I think it'd be nice to have things like that on hand. And yeah, that's cool.
But remember, if you're trying to get there quickly to save Gao's friend, an extra day could be bad.
Well, I thought we determined that they were safe there, or we're not sure.
We're not sure, because if they were a prisoner, they could have been one of the cultists, which Gao would be wondering why they're a cultist prisoner, but yeah, he wouldn't know the situation because he's not there, obviously.
Okay.
All
right.
Or they could have been prisoners the way we were prisoners.
Well, Arapel needs 4 full regeneration cycles before he's at tip-top shape, but it is okay if we want to head for the fort before that.
Can he perform half of the work now and perform the remainder at another time?
Yeah, so you can start it. You need a laboratory, but you can start it and then come back to it later.
There's got to be a lab in this city, right?
There's also a lab, I think, in the fort.
In the fort, yeah. If we want to.
So let's start it. Yeah, start it tonight, and then we can finish it there once we've cleared everything.
Well, I think it's got to stay in one lab. I don't think we can transport.
Yeah.
Can it?
I don't. You would have to do it all in one place. You can't.
Okay.
So maybe we rest tonight, hightail it out to the other place and
then rest some more. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
But I would like to find some arcane components if we're gonna do that, because I don't have many arcane components.
We might be able to refine
just
some
kidding.
of the
We
raw
have a
stuff.
ton. We have a ton of arcane components in our. My
did
bad.
you get a bunch? All right.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
I
So
see that in our group treasure.
So you're gonna rest the night, travel there, and try to do it at the fort. Is
I
that the
think
plan?
so. Yes.
All right. Very well. Any other questions before I pass the evening?
Do I roll for how good my foot massage was?
I mean, you got a pretty decent foot massage.
Did you get? Did it include a pedicure?
Garlic and
if
onions
so,
on you.
did it include the pedicure? And if so, what color did you select? That's what I want to know.
Oh my God, Remy is so flamboyant. He is straight up like he mix and matches. They're like, well, actually, he matches
fuchsia and chartreuse,
half for red, half for black. It goes red, black, red, black, all the way down his face.
Love it.
So, as it's getting towards evening, give me a d20 roll, someone.
Here comes the breadcrumb, guys.
Give me a d100 roll, please.
Oh, that's never a good sign.
Especially when we're in civilization and not out in the wilds.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright. So, yeah, it's getting late. You've all been kind of relaxing, maybe laying down your rooms. Arapel has been kind of recharging herself a bit. But there is a kind of knock at the door as one of the attendants goes over and opens it. And there is a Shatterkai there that you don't recognize. He hands a piece of paper to the attendant and says something that you can't really hear because it's kind of far away, and would leave. The attendant looks at the piece of paper, walks over to the group, and is going to hand it, I guess, to, let's see, I'll say Uslog, and say a message came for the foxgloves.
Oh. All right. Yeah, news hasn't gotten around. Thanks.
And he would bow and walk back to the desk area where he was.
We'll have to sign our documents for a little while, formerly known as the Foxgloves.
Yes.
It's time to rebrand. The adventure is formally known.
We need koozies and stickers.
Yeah. Need some merc.
I would.
Jacuzzis and what?
Stickers.
Koozies for
Splitlander stickers.
For our potions. We have koozies. All of our potions.
Oh no, I said jacuzzis.
Oh, okay. I heard koozies too.
I think you meant like potion koozies, right? Is that what you meant?
Right.
Potion koozies?
Yeah, no, I meant like koozies, potion koozies. Like, yeah, like little knitted potion koozies.
The Splitlander koozies.
Yeah.
Although a jacuzzi labeled Splitlanders would also be pretty cool.
Hey, there's big money in jacuzzi sales.
Yeah.
I bet.
I want to see potion koozies now.
All right, what's the message today?
Yeah, so I'd gather everyone. Hey, we got a message. We're famous. Cool. Yeah. What does it say?
So it has the symbol of the town guard on it. And it says, Foxgloves, I have heard good things, and it has come to my attention that you are no friend to the followers of Shadow. I wish for us to speak. Signed, what's his name? Signed, Captain Lyre Krizjev, captain of the guard of New Havisgard.
Would this name mean anything to us besides just the title?
I don't think so. Do any of you have a background in the city of New Havisgard? I don't think so.
No.
Right? You're all from out of town. So yeah, you probably wouldn't know much about who this is, but it sounds like some kind of captain of the guard, maybe some government official.
Why don't you ask
Well,
the servants person?
Yeah. Tell us what you know about this dude.
Servants. Oh, me? Well, I don't spend much time above ground, but I do go to the market sometimes, and I believe that Captain Khrushchev is one of the more popular government officials around town. He's well known and well liked by many of the residents. He has a good reputation.
Isn't the government a council? Like, would he be one of those council, or is he not quite that high rank?
The servant says, I don't think he's on the council. I think he is a guard captain.
Okay.
So apparently he's heard of all of you. But yes, I think he has a good reputation within the city. Might be someone worth talking to. But I don't know. And the guy shrugs.
Thank you for your insight.
Yeah, we have been avoiding the government this whole time. Like we still haven't gone to them at all, have we?
Yeah, the closest
Oh,
we got.
we picked Xylia up, right?
Yeah, that was the closest we got, but it was just like the temple.
Yeah,
we were almost.
Oh my god, we've been tiptoeing around like a main plot, like a plot point. We're like, avoid the government. It's like that's where all the plot is.
I think we were like, I think we all had it in our heads that we were like trying to kind of steal Xylia away from them. Like, okay, let them heal her, but also let's get her away.
Well, so the Midnight Pyre did have been kind of giving you bad opinions of the government, so that might be why.
We're also very naturally untrusting of it.
Well, I think also, just the information about the shadow market and how the local is run, I think gave us some insight into the.
They're all a bunch of libertarians. You're like, we don't trust the government. They're gonna steal our rights. They're gonna try to restrict our weapons usage or something. Yeah.
Well, for Gal, I guess we should.
Driven into slavery or like I don't.
Yeah,
hey, there's no slavery in this. These guys are theocratic socialists, basically. This government.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, just to throw Gao in, like, on, but you said it, theocratic socialist kind of explains it.
It's kind of a weird combination of government.
But, actually, Gao, just so you know, the theocratic government here, they worship the Raven Queen, so that actually might be something that your character, has certain feels about.
I was going to offer my services as a government subcontractor to help you guys out if you needed to interact with government officials.
Oh,
yeah,
great.
Gao has probably actually been here longer than any of you, so he probably knows more about the government structures.
You just sounded like a government official right there.
My job is to hunt the enemies of the Raven Queen's people, so therefore, I'm kind of a government subcontractor.
Right.
Well, we can figure out what you all want to do next time because we are a little bit over. But you'll either. I assume you're going to want to try to go save Gao's friend first. But there are.
Well, that was going to be my.
Please.
That was going to be my next question. Was how Gao felt about like whether we should speak to the government now or wait until we've gone back, done our other journey that we were planning. But anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we can figure that out over the week. You guys can talk about what you want to do next. Preferably, let me know so I can plan, then not change your mind after I plan for
it. Oh no, we're definitely gonna change our minds. So plan for all of it.
Yeah, I'll just
plan for nothing.
We're just gonna head south into the Empire, generate as we go. All right, so why don't we do MVP votes and we can wrap for the evening.
Okay, so random question, everyone. Like the relics of the Raven Queen that protect us from the Shadowfell poisons over time that are in the settlements.
This is the Whisper command in case you needed it.
Perfect. I know there's one here in New, what is it, Havensport or whatever?
Havensguard, I think.
Havensport was the street I grew up on. Anyway, it just came out. So I know there's one here, but is there one at this fort that we took over? Like, are we protected from the Shadowfell poisons when we're there?
Yes, the fort does have protective magics. I don't think it has a relic, but it has protections on it. to prevent
cool.
the natural drains of the environment.
Cool.
So you want to give me a whisper gal with who you think should be MVP for the evening, and they will get an inspiration point if
Roger.
if they win. So you start with 1 inspiration point. I don't do inspiration. I do inspiration points. You can have up to 10 of them. You'd start with 1, so you have 1 already, and you can spend them to gain inspiration on the roll. And you can get those from doing things in game, from getting MVP, or from doing the journal. Those are the 3 ways you can get them.
I recommend making a resource box on the right mid side of your sheet for them.
Yeah, that's usually what people do. So looks like there's a tie between Gao and Chomsky, so I need a roll off.
Uh-oh.
D20. Oh, look at that. Alright, so no Chomsky is MVP. Congrats.
Thank you.
Good teamwork today, guys.
Makes the dream work.
Guys.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out what we're doing for
Sorry,
next
I dropped
time.
the crystal.
Yeah, Uslog needed a nap. She was having a bad day.
That was a question I have. With the powerful build from the orc, it says you can count as 1 size larger when determining carrying capacity and the weight you can push, drag, or lift. Would that have... Because I'm looking at a 10 strength, and then I looked at that going, oh...
So you can, I think, carry up to 15 times your strength. I forget what the effect of being 1 size larger is. I don't know if it doubles that or how or
I
what
think
the...
it's like 10 more, maybe. I forget.
Is it 10 more? I'd have to look up what the effect is, but yeah, you might have actually been able to do better than Uslog there.
Okay, we got
Honestly,
out of
yeah. Honestly, I was considering like, hey, why don't we all just go in? I mean, as long as we weren't like negative strength, like it couldn't have hurt for all of us to help. But we were already like in the midst of it when I thought of that, so I was like, like, I mean, air repel's not.
Yeah, we'll have
super
to look
strong,
up.
but you know.
We would have to look up what that does, but yeah, you might be the go-to for carrying then for those big liftings. If I don't know if it doubles it or if it just gives you like a little bit higher. I have to check.
I think it's either 10 or it doubles it, which makes it like 15 again, another 15. It's big. It's a big boost.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I don't remember specifically, but it's big. Yeah.
We can look into it, and then maybe next time.
So you're our new pack.
Avoided all that combat.
You and Carl.
Alright, well, good game, everyone. I will see you all next time, and welcome to the group, Gao.
Thank you.
Yes,
Gao
welcome.
of the Talashia clan.
See you
Thank you.
next week.
Good night, everybody.
And
Night.
thank you, Lou, for...
Hey guys, I found it. It's 4 times as much.
Oh, 4 times? Wow.
Yeah, if a medium character of strength X can lift 300 pounds. Oh no, it's 2 times. I'm carry 150. Yeah, it's 2 times. Then you can carry 6. Then you can lift 600.
Yeah, I think you can like drag. I think you can drag even more, but yeah, the lift makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Remy's a cheater.
Yeah. Oh, cheater! I just fucking Googled it.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Cool.
Alright.
I never cheat. I just play to the very T of the rules.
I'm gonna take some notes on the game, so I'll be here a bit, but you're all welcome to take off if you want.
Good night, everybody. Have
Good
a
night.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Not like you're welcome. I meant like welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome for being
welcome.
exposed to the radiant presence of Remy.
That did not flow exactly how I wanted it to.
So I started the session with 4 levels of exhaustion, and I ended the session with 4 levels of exhaustion.
Oh my god, how do you have 4 levels? Oh, you died several times. Yeah.
So much. I died so much, yeah. And I mean, Uslug has... I think she's only got 1 level, but yeah, Uslug's exhausted
what
too.
Is 4 levels
what does 4 levels of exhaustion do? It's a lot more than just ability check.
Oh yeah. It's half speed. It's half speed. That's why I could barely move today. It's disadvantage on ability checks. It's disadvantage on attack rolls. It's disadvantage on saving throws. My hit points are halved. So like after we short rested, I healed up as much as I could, but that's half my normal hit point.
I wasn't catching on when you were saying you needed 4 days to get back to normal. I was like, what are you talking about? It's like you regained all your health after 1. I just like
nope.
I was like, I don't know. I did not realize you had 4 levels.
Yep. And honestly, like I have this ability, that reaction where I take damage for others, and there was a couple times today where I was trying to move towards people, like you or Uslag or whatever, to help like mitigate some of the damage, but like I couldn't get to you very fast, and honestly, like I wouldn't have been able to take very much, like maybe 1 or 2 hits, before I would have been in critical danger, and 6 levels of exhaustion means death. You're done. Yeah. You're gone. So like I mean I was
You're
like kind of
a little too close for comfort.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my god, I cannot go down in this fight. But also like Arapel's instinct would be just keep going and protecting and stuff. So I was like, okay, I got to do something that helps the group, not just protect myself, because that's what Arapel would do. But also I can't do hardly anything because I mean I do have spell slots left, but all of my other abilities are used. I don't have lay on hands. I don't have. Everything else is exhausted, and my spell slots are mostly exhausted. Like I had that 1 level 3 that I smited with, but other than that, I've got 1s and 2s now. But
I was like very spent. I had 2 level 1s, 1 level 2, and 1 spell point.
Yeah. Well, and even with the level 1 and 2 spell slots that I had where I could smite, I once, and I apologize, Lou, that I didn't initially remember that I was at disadvantage on that one attack I did. It was just like, honestly, if they hadn't killed the wraith that was there on Chomsky before my turn came back around, I probably would have just stopped attacking, and I would have put bless on people, because that would have probably helped the party overall more than Arapel swinging and missing. So, but then they killed the guy, so I was like, well, I don't know, let me just go this way and pew pew. I don't know.
Pew pew pew.
Yeah. Well, and he doesn't have much in the way of pew pew. He's got like Sacred Flame, and he's got crossbows in his bag of holding, but he has to like use an action to open up his chest and get them. So I think I only had 2 turns. I think I only had maybe 3 in that battle. One of them I hit pretty good. One of them I like swing and a miss, and I don't even remember what the third one was. Those wraiths are scary though. That
wraith with 60 feet of fly. Ugh.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize they could move like that. That's cool. I mean, that's scary but cool.
I do like, and I'm liking Expeditious Retreat more and more now that I'm higher level, and it only is it's a single first level spell slot. And it's like, then you can bonus action double your movement speed and just fucking kite around. Like, I am like more now.
See, I keep thinking of you as a warlock, but you're mostly sorcerer, so you do have those lower level spells.
Only Warlock 2. Warlock 2, Sorcerer 8.
Gotcha, 10. Okay. And did you say your vessel is a ring?
Yes, it is.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, no, I said it was like a. No, I did. I said it was a ring.
You said something today about having gold in your ring, so I assumed you were talking about your genie vessel.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I have like 2,100 gold in my ring that I took in with me and just dumped on the floor.
My genie warlock, actually, his is a ring. His is a ring as well. It was his mama's ring.
I love that because it's so broken because there is no limit. It's a 20-foot. Like 20-foot.
I think that there's a limit. There's a limit in that it has to be something you can carry. But yeah, you're right. Exactly. There's no like weight limit.
Anything.
So, yeah.
Exactly. You can just like if you can fill up a 20-foot radius room.
Although to be fair,
treasure.
Okay, if we want to be really fair about things, though, like the DM could rule like how many coins fill a 20 by 20 cube, 20 by 20 by 20 cube. So like if you keep taking gold in there, will you drown?
Well,
will
I
you
know, but that's an
drown in the
insane
gold?
amount. That's an insane amount of gold. Like no, that's an insane
Agreed.
amount. Like there's, and then if it ever breaks, everything that's inside of it immediately gets ejected.
So my genie warlock actually hasn't been going in his vessel very much. Like I mean, I've been in there a few times, and he's pretty low level. He's like, well, you're only level 2, I guess, genie. So he's I guess higher, but